Yeah. And we back with a little late night crime for you. So I'm going to get it kicked off right off the bat. They say we got a killer duo who think they got away and don't realize the CCTV caught them up. Let's go.
You know what? I just want you to watch the last few moments of his life. I want you to watch it.
She doesn't care, dude.
Watch it. Oh, you can't handle it now?
This is Simona Ramey being shown the final moments of a gruesome double homicide, one she helped set in motion. And even now, this monster thinks she can wriggle free.
And I said I stopped by my friend's house to see if he would give me a ride home. Swear to God, on everything I love in this world, I'm telling you the truth.
But as detectives pressure her to name her accomplices,
What game are we playing here?
I'm not playing no game.
What is that guy's name?
she'll quickly realize that it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down.
So I think what you need to do is, for once, somewhere in your intestines somewhere, find enough love that you claim you have and stop fucking around and be honest.
On January 24th, 2018, a mobile home park in Ruskin, Florida turned into the scene of a violent double homicide. Simona Ramey knocked on the door of Alexis Martinez, known around town as Flex, a local dealer she'd known for months, asking for a ride home. What Alexis didn't know was that two armed men were already waiting in the dark. One of them was Simona's on-again, off-again boyfriend, Mackenzie Lyons, who believed he could pull this off without ever being seen. Neither of them realized that the cameras they thought they turned off actually recorded everything. It was only a matter of time before one of them was brought in for questioning.
And I'll just in interest of full disclosure, so that I'm on recording doing it. We met up with you at the Quality Inn, Comfort Inn over off of Pebble Beach Drive. I told you that I wanted to talk to you and I needed to interview you. You voluntarily came down. The stipulation was you wanted to bring your dog. Is that correct? So I said, that's fine, you can bring your dog. We came down here. We had a little bit of conversation in the car. I told you it was about Flex. But I said, I don't want to talk to you in the car without the recording.
Yes, sir.
Am I saying anything that's
No,
incorrect?
that is correct.
Simona brought her dog for comfort. But by the end of this, she'll need a lot more than a comfort dog. She'll need an attorney that can get her out of the death penalty. And after a second detective enters the room, they get down to business because they have a lot to unpack.
I advised you that I was going to talk to you about the murder of Flex.
Yes.
You got a little emotional in the car because you know Flex. Correct?
Yes, sir.
You used to live with him and you used to date his brother,
Yes,
correct?
sir.
Who is that?
That is me.
Okay. And who's that?
That's me. I was standing on the porch.
Because of that, you're identifying yourself there as a murder scene. I'm going to read you your rights to be sure that everything's.
I'm going to jail?
I didn't say that. I said I'm going to read you your rights.
I do.
Then do you want to talk to me?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, Mona, let's start with this. The photograph that you identified as you at the scene. Let's do this. Let me have you sign that for me right across the top. And sign that one for me too right across the top. And we're on recording. The reason you're signing it is you're acknowledging those are you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me what happens on how you end up at the scene and what time this is.
To be honest with you, I didn't know what time it was. Me and my ex-boyfriend, he was living with me. We got in an argument. Well, that's before we got in a truck and we left from my house and we were gonna go to his friend over in Manatee County. We started getting in an argument in the car and I told him to shut the fuck up and to leave me alone. He turned around, he slapped me and he told me to get the fuck off the truck. I got off the truck and I started walking down a road over there, over the bridge.
Over. Now, what did you say? You're talking about 41 South?
Yes.
The bridge across the river there? South of 674?
Yes, he dropped me off right there and told me to get the fuck off the truck. I got off the truck, I had my dog, well, I had the dog, I had my purse with me, and my phone was going dead, and I was walking down the street, there were cars going by. I didn't find nobody down, I was scared to walk down the road because it's really dark and there's no light. And I went over there, turned off, and I knocked on his door, nobody answered the door, and I stood on the porch and tried to call somebody in the light because I didn't want to stand in the dark. So I tried to call somebody.
Let me say this, about what time is this, do you think? Just a guess.
Probably what, I say around 8, 9?
Oh, that's darker than 8 or 9. That picture's definitely darker than 8 or 9.
Can I see the picture?
No, that's fine. If you say
It was around 8 or 9 o'clock,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
It was.
So you're on the phone around 8 or 9 o'clock on this porch. Okay.
Trying to find a ride to go home, so for
Okay.
somebody to come get me.
So what happens next?
And nobody answered the door, and I stood on the porch right there. I leaned up against the step thing, leaned up again, texting somebody, trying to find out if somebody will come and pick me up, and I couldn't find a ride. So I left, and I started walking down the road, going around the curve where you come out to the racetrack. That's where I started walking to, and I called my friend, and he came and got me from halfway to the racetrack.
Which friend did you call?
His name's Skin.
Skin?
Mhm.
Why did you call him before you went over there? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I was
What
trying to call
up?
her, I don't know.
LA.
That's fine.
I called everybody on my phone, nobody would answer, and he finally answered.
Okay.
He was asleep, so he finally answered, and I had him, told him what the problem was.
And then Skin took you where?
He took me back to my house.
Okay. Well,
What's your boyfriend's name?
Which one? My ex or
The fight.
the fight also?
Oh, so what else you doing? Like, what is your name?
Something Leonardis.
Leonardis?
Yeah.
Lenars, okay.
he drives a black SUV?
Yes.
Is that what he was in?
Yes, sir.
You were in that car with him?
Yes, sir.
And you're in it right before he hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Right
he
before you
was
walked
always
over there.
beating on me. I woke up to him beating me with a belt buckle and all that. So
Simona claims her boyfriend, Oso, real name Leonardus, beat her and threw her out of a car near Alexis's house, which is why she ended up on his porch. So far, she has completely left out the fact that Alexis and his girlfriend were violently assaulted right in front of her, instead claiming she simply called a friend and got a ride home. Unfortunately, that story is weaker than her cute little lapdog, because detectives are sitting on evidence that will completely disprove everything she's saying.
All right. I think it's fair to say that I've been straight up front
Yes,
with you,
you have.
and I've treated you very respectfully.
Yes, you have.
To the point that the phone calls, we wanted to do this in a different manner, and it just didn't work out that way. Your dog is here.
Yes, sir.
We stopped to make sure that the dog got the chance to pee outside.
I appreciate you.
Would you agree that I've been respectful?
Yes, you have been respectful.
Then I'm going to be straightforward with you, and I'm not going to lie to you, okay? The story you've told me is not going to work, and I'm going to tell you why. Hear me out. And I'm going to give you a chance to correct it and make it the right story. Also, has been in jail since January 11th.
Uh-oh.
January 11th.
In Collier County. And he's on an ICE hold.
High school. And his vehicle has been with him in
And it's
all year.
impound.
It's been impound.
Uh-oh.
So, again, being honest with you, being upfront with you.
Okay.
If you'd like to tell me the truth, I'm willing to listen.
I was getting high, and the dude that I was with getting high with, he got mad because I wasn't getting no more dope or any money, and he told me to get off the car.
And who's that dude?
Some random dude that I met on the street.
So you weren't with Oso?
No, sir.
Okay. But what about the rest of the story? Is that true?
Yes, that is true.
Uh-oh.
So now you've changed the story to say that you were not with Oso. You were with another guy getting high.
I didn't want to tell you I was doing drugs.
I could care less about it. I'm investigating homicide.
Okay.
So
I'm
let's do this.
a drug addict.
Okay, but let's do this. If the reason that you're minimizing and not telling me the truth is because of drugs, let me tell you up front, look at me, I got no facial hair. When I walk into a store, people look at me and they say, that's a cop. Because I don't care about drugs. I do murders, that's all we do. So if that's a concern, please let that concern go away.
It's embarrassing.
I don't care though. I'm not here to judge you, and I'm not here to arrest you or charge you with a charge. I don't care. I care about murders.
Yes, sir.
So if the reason that you're modifying, not telling the truth, whatever it is because of drugs, please stop and let's do it the right way, okay? So let's start from the beginning again and tell me the whole story.
Okay, I met this dude, he smoked dope and...
Okay, what's dope? First, let's start with that.
Anything.
Okay. What was it that night that you were doing?
He was smoking crack, I was smoking weed and ice.
Okay. And ice too?
Yes,
Okay.
sir. We was driving around and he went to go over here to go get some more stuff. He got mad at me because I wouldn't give him no more money to get more stuff. And he got mad and told me to get off the car. So I just got out the car and just started walking.
I'm just saying I call bullshit on he was smoking crack and she was smoking weed only. I call all type of bullshit.
Okay, and then what?
And then I walked down the road and I tried to call people to come get me. Nobody would answer the phone. I stopped by over there to knock on the door to see if, if he can give me a ride. Nobody answered the door. I stood on the porch for a minute trying to find out if I can get a ride from somebody. And then my friend again finally answered the phone and he said that he'd come get me. And I started walking around, walking down the street to meet him halfway. So he had to come all the way. And he picked me up around before we get around the curve to the racetrack.
Story attempt number 2. And still, Simona has no idea what kind of evidence the detectives are sitting on. They've given her a second chance, but she failed again. And the detective is starting to run out of patience.
Like I said this moment, how long did you live with Flex and Adam?
They lived with me at my house since it was May. I got out May 8th. Probably May, June, July. They lived with me from July to August.
Of this year, past year? So from July to August they lived with you?
Yes, sir. All three of them did.
It's only 2 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it was July 22nd.
And you were romantically involved with Adam?
It was, sort of, it was...
Friends with benefits?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys
Just
were...
did whatever.
But you were friendly with both of them?
Yes, I was. As a matter of fact, all four of them. Yes, I was.
What, all four of them?
Bert, Wicked, Flex.
Oh, the whole family?
Yes, the
Dang, all
brothers.
Did you know Juanita at all?
No, I
Didn't
don't
know. Flex a nice kid?
Flex is awesome.
As a matter of fact, in the car, you were a little upset.
Yeah, I am. I'm still upset about the fact that he's gone because he's never done anything wrong to anybody.
Yeah, right.
He's a sweet. He was very kind. He's not disrespectful. Nothing.
What do you think the reason was that happened? I mean, if you had to, because you're on the streets more than I am. What do you think the cause was that? What do you think caused that?
Retaliation.
You think somebody killed him for retaliation? Retaliation for what?
Off of Ruth Morris.
Oh, for the
Marco.
Okay. You think that's what it was? Is that what the streets are saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But he didn't. I mean, he wasn't a violent guy. He really didn't have anything to do with that thing.
He antagonized it.
You think that's what it was?
Yeah.
Is that what you're hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
He antagonized it.
Okay. But he was a nice kid.
Yes, he was. He was awesome. He would do anything for anybody. He would give his clothes off his back for anybody. His last dollar in his pocket. He would do anything for anybody.
And again, just for the purposes of the recording, when I told you I was investigating the homicide of Flex inside the car, you actually started to cry.
Yeah.
You were
It's wrong.
It is
He didn't
wrong.
deserve it. He was only 24 years old.
And you said he was a nice
He
kid.
was.
And you said that in the car. You
Yes.
said he was only 24. He's a nice kid.
He
Didn't
was.
cause any trouble with anybody. Let me ask you a question. If somebody knew what happened? Should they come forward and tell me? Would you appreciate it?
Yeah.
As a friend of his?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Because they deserve whatever they get.
If somebody did that, they should come forward and talk about it. Well, then why don't you tell me
Just
what happened?
messed up with that
I don't know
line.
what happened.
Simona's third try is blaming Alexis's death on a retaliatory gang-related hit tied to another case the detective told her Alexis had no connection to. It's 3 strikes and you're out for Simona, because now the detective is about to hit her with something she can't talk her way around.
I'm going to level with you again, Mona, and I think we should be completely honest with each other, and I think that's what you would want from me, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I've been straightforward with you, and I've been very respectful for you, okay? But look at me when I talk to you, because I want you to feel what I'm explaining to you, okay? This is your opportunity. Look at me. Give me your hand. I'm about to give you the opportunity to make things right, okay?
Okay.
So please take the opportunity when I give it to you, okay? Don't let it go by.
Don't do it now.
You hear me? You know the kid. You know, and I'm not. Something may have happened that wasn't supposed to happen, but it's not right to do that to that kid. Just because he sold some ice doesn't mean somebody gets to do that to him.
I'm
And
saying.
let me tell you another one. Juanita was pregnant.
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
7 months pregnant. You have kids?
no, sir. I had a miscarriage in 2012.
Okay, so then you appreciate it. This is your opportunity, okay? I know you want me to be completely forward with you, so I'm going to now. I have the entire video. These are just still shots.
Uh-oh.
We have the entire video.
Busted.
What I'd like you to do is tell me why.
Why?
Why what?
Why it happened.
What happened?
Why this incident happened.
It's retaliation.
Okay. Who's with you there?
Nobody was with me.
I have the entire video. Look at me, I'm not lying to you. The entire video. Now you're on camera. You're on recording. This is your opportunity to make it right.
Nobody was with me.
Okay.
Nobody came with me. I was by myself walking.
Okay, then what happened after you knocked on the door and asked Flex for a ride?
He went.
And this isn't at 9 o'clock in the morning?
It was at
I mean 9 o'clock at night. No, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
2 o'clock.
Yes, I have the whole video. I'm
I
not
was
lying.
high. I don't.
Okay,
I don't
but
know.
I'm telling you, it's at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know.
You knock on the door, you tell Flex they dropped you off, and you're calling Donna, and then you ask Flex for a ride, and he's talking to you, and he tells you to give him a minute. Tell me the rest of it. And here's what I'm not going to do, Mona. I'm not going to tell you everything I know so that you can give me bits and pieces. Listen. I'm going to tell you just that little bit alone, and I'm going to hope with this camera in front of you, after you said that he's such a friend and he's such a nice kid and you got emotional, that your honest side is going to tell me a story about why this happened.
It's retaliation from
Okay,
people.
who was there with you then?
Nobody was with me.
They were with you because they're handing you stuff.
Handing me stuff. I need my lawyer, please.
Alexis and his girlfriend Juanita were expecting, a fact that makes what happened even more tragic and infuriating. By having Simona identify herself in the first photo he showed her at the beginning of the interrogation, the detective trapped her in her own web of lies.
Uh-oh.
Now, she's forced to confront the hard reality that the entire night was caught on camera. And it was a horrific sight. But it's not just video the detectives have, there's audio too. And that audio is just as damning. After asking for a lawyer, Simona had a change of heart and decided to continue talking to the detectives. She kept her poor dog in the room, but she should have had a lawyer in there instead. Because now they needed to know 3 things: who she was with, why this happened, and what her role was. And the detectives were done playing games.
At that point, I told you that I had the entire video, which shows you going and knocking on the door, and you actually spoke to Flex, asked him for a ride, and that there were 2 other people with you, and I want to know who they were. We kind of went back and forth. You were saying you were alone, and then you said you wanted an attorney, and at that point I said, okay, I ended the interview, and I told you to take out your stuff, that you were going to be placing the arrest for the murder. Is that correct? At that moment, you got a little excited. You said you wanted to talk, and you'll tell me who it was that did it, and you wanted to talk to me. Is that correct? Then I made sure that we were on camera, and you were telling me clearly on camera that you wanted to talk to me, and I made it clear to you, you do not have to talk to me. And I'm saying it again now. You do not have to talk to me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I put you in a holding cell. Nobody has spoken to you since. And I brought you out of the holding cell. Before I brought you out, I said, do you still want to talk to me? You said yes. And we've now read your rights again, so your rights are in effect. I'd like to know what happened.
I knocked on the door, and when I did get dropped off from the guy that we were smoking in the car, that is true. Okay? And I was walking down the road, and I knew Flex would hopefully take me home, so I stopped by there and I knocked on the door. But I was by myself when I got off the car.
Okay.
And I walked up there and knocked on the door. At first he didn't answer, so I knocked harder. And he came to the door and I said, "Hey, it's Mona." And he goes, "Damn, why you knocking on the door? Like, you're the police." I'm like, "I'm sorry." And I was like, "I just got thrown, off the car. Told me to get off the car. So I'm stranded. Can you give me a ride?" And he said, "Give me a minute." He walked back inside, and I was still standing on the porch, and I was texting on the phone to try to find me a ride, just in case, he came, couldn't say he couldn't take me. And I was standing there, and then he come outside, and two people come running up behind me while I was standing on the step, and they just started screaming, and I walked off. I ran. I started to walk out of the yard, but the other guy came back and got me.
Mona, I have the whole video. One thing you're not gonna be able to do, Mona, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I've been respectful with you. Would you agree?
Yes.
Even so much so that I didn't want you to talk to me if you didn't want to.
Right.
You can't lie to me because I have the video. There's nothing you're gonna say but the truth that is gonna work here. I have the video. It's clear. Now, if you want to take the roll of dice and think that I don't have it, I even told you a tidbit of
Magic.
it. Now, what I'm not going to do is tell you everything I know, because then that's all what you want to do is you want me to tell you more so you can modify your story.
No.
Just listen. Modify your story so you can cover what I'm saying. And I'm not going to do that. I don't need to do that. I have the video. It's all on video. All of it. And I'm going to tell you one thing, too. It has audio. It's not just video. It's audio. That's how I hear you tell Flex you needed to. Remember I told you said you're talking to Donna? I hear it on the video. I'm not going to tell you everything I have. Now, if you're going to lie to me...
I was talking to Donna on the phone.
If you're going to lie to me about what happened, I mean, what's the point? Tell me the truth. Give me the story on what happened. Tell me why it happened. Tell me was it supposed to happen. Tell me something, but just don't lie to me. When you lie to me, you know what you're doing? You're looking at me straight in the face, and you're saying, I know you've been polite with me, and I know you've been respectful with me, but you're too fucking stupid to know what I'm doing, and I'm going to lie to you. That's what you're doing. No matter how respectful I am to you, no matter how caring I am, no matter how above board I am with you, no matter how much I try not to trick you, you look me in the face and you say, you're too fucking stupid, I'm just going to lie to you. That's what you're doing. I have the whole video.
Audio plus video equals bad news for Simona. She knows it. But still, the force to lie is strong with this one.
So tell me what happens when you after you knock and you ask Flex for a ride.
And Flex told me to give me a minute, so he went back inside. I leaned up against the step thing, whatever it's called. I leaned up against there and I was on the phone talking, and I told my friend that I got thrown out of the car, that because I wouldn't give the dude no more dope or any money to buy any more dope, so I got stranded, and I told him I needed a way home. And I said I stopped by my friend's house to see if he would give me a ride home.
Okay, so then what happened next?
And then when I was standing there, two people come running up on the step.
Okay, keep telling me.
And they and then when they did that, I took off running around the car out to the road, and then the other guy came, and he came and told me to come back or he was gonna shoot me.
Okay, then what happened?
And then I had no choice but to go over there.
Okay, then what happened?
And then they did whatever they did inside.
What?
And then what happened?
Bro, what are you talking
They
about, man?
handed me stuff, and they told me to let us go.
What did they hand you?
A bag of dope and some stuff.
What stuff?
A tablet and some papers.
Where's that at?
They took it.
Who's they?
I don't know the other guy's name.
What?
I don't know their names.
Bro, what
Yeah,
are
you
you
do.
talking about, man?
You're talking to them. They're not strangers to you. It's all on video with sound. You're not strangers to them, Mona.
They threatened me that they were gonna kill me.
Okay, who are
My
they?
family.
Then the best thing for me would be to put them in jail so they can't hurt you, right?
Yes.
So who are they?
Jamal.
Who?
Jermaine.
Jermaine who?
I don't know his last name.
So how do you know him?
From right around they sell dope.
Some guy that you know just because selling dope goes in and...
They had problems from what I heard on the street.
That's not gonna work, Mona.
No, I'm serious. They did have problems
Okay,
down
Mona,
on.
I don't want to hear about all this stuff in the past. I want to know that night. And I want the truth of that night.
The guys had problems with him.
Okay, who's the guys?
Jamal.
It's not going to work,
His
Mona.
name is Jermaine.
What's his last name?
I don't know his last name. I do not know his last name.
And where'd you meet him at?
I live in Waimama. They live in Waimama.
His name is Jermaine, and he lives in Waimama, and he does a murder, and you're there with him. And you're helping him out, but you don't know his last name or nothing.
What?
I don't know his Stevens. I think it's Jamal
Bro, what are
Stevens.
you talking
Jamal
about?
or Jermaine?
It's either one of them, yes.
And the last name is Stevens?
Yes, sir.
Who is this?
Oh, last name is Sharp.
Sharp? What's his first name?
Uh-oh. Cracking under pressure.
What's his first name? Mackenzie Sharp?
Is his last name Lyons?
No, his last name is Sharp.
But his first name is Mackenzie?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. A minute, look at me. Mackenzie is the first name of the guy you're with.
I call his name Mackenzie.
Is that him?
Is that him?
That's not Mackenzie.
What game are we playing here,
I'm
Mom?
not playing no game.
What is that guy's name? Mackenzie Sharp. Is this the guy that you're with, Mackenzie?
I'm with Kenzie.
Okay, is that him?
No, that's
Is that the person who was at the house?
No.
The guy that you're with is the person at the house? Yes or no?
about, man?
Okay, then what is this guy's name? You're playing games. It's ridiculous.
She might be scared, but I'm sure her poor dog is absolutely terrified. She's made up the name Jamal or Jermaine to cover for the third accomplice, but she knows exactly who Mackenzie is.
Straight up.
It's Mackenzie Lyons, another one of her on-again, off-again lovers. She and Mackenzie made a plan to rob Alexis. It was simple and very stupid. Simona would knock on the door, and Mackenzie and a third accomplice would jump out of the shadows and rob him at gunpoint. The horror that unfolded after that, which was documented on both audio and video, would sicken just about anyone and reveal that Simona was more than just the bait in a robbery gone wrong.
Okay. So, Jamal Stevens or Jamel Stevens or whatever it is, you don't know, him and somebody else who you don't know, come up and they do a murder and they're bringing you stuff. Why didn't you leave?
Because I was scared they were going to shoot me when I ran off.
Is that what, but why didn't you say, that's not what you said though on the recording.
I'm recording.
You see, this is the problem. You don't believe me.
I don't believe you.
No,
Yes,
you don't.
yes, I
Otherwise,
do.
you wouldn't be trying to say what you're saying.
I'm telling, I swear to God on everything I love in this world, I am telling you the truth.
You wouldn't be saying what you're saying if you knew I could hear what you say. Because what you say is not matching up with what you're telling me now.
Telling you. Them people threatened to kill me and they told me, I went to go run off to leave, but the other one came back to
Mona,
get me and told
What are
me.
you talking
I've sat
about,
here
man?
very quietly, and I've listened, and all that stuff. And at this point, this is you attempting to portray yourself however you want to be portrayed. If you want to be portrayed as a listen to me, as a liar who has no remorse over anybody getting killed, a man who you love, a woman, her unborn child, if you want to be portrayed like that, then continue on with this line of bullshit. Here's the deal. You say something along the lines of either that fat whore or kill that fat whore. That's after he hands you all the property. That's before you go around and start picking up shit in the fucking front yard.
With your light on your
So Mona, do me a favor. Do me a favor, Mona. You paint yourself how you want
They
to.
told me to go do it.
Who was it? Who was it? Mona, look at me. Look at me. Who was it?
They're gonna hurt my family.
Mona, look at
Then
me.
you want me to get them off the street then?
Mona, look at me.
Then you want me to get them off the street?
Uh-oh, there go the tears. The tears.
If that's your concern should be to get them off the street.
You're putting your family in more danger by lying. That's a problem. That is something you have to understand.
Think about this, Mona. Give me a second real quick. Think about this. You're going to go to jail for this. They're going to know you're in jail for this. And they're going to constantly think, is she going to talk? But yet they're out there. But you're worried about your family. But you won't let me take them in the custody.
Then I'm gonna go to jail too. Because I did what they said they didn't want to hurt me.
Okay, well, that's something that you're going to have to deal with later. But the reality is, you help these guys.
But I had no choice.
Who was it?
Not only did Simona plan this robbery with Mackenzie, she also implored him to take the life of Alexis's pregnant girlfriend, Juanita.
Oh.
It's a truly sickening level of deprivation. But detectives still haven't got a straight answer about her accomplices or about why it happened.
I'm going to be charged with something that
You absolutely are.
I had no choice but to stay
We're going to
there.
have to argue that at another point. And one of the things that can help you argue that is by helping us get the killers. How about that concept? If you had no choice in it and you were a victim too, then tell me who the hell it is.
It's Terrence Sharp.
Terrence Sharp. Sharp with an E at the end or no E? There's an E at the end? And who's the other guy?
Jamal Stevens.
Jamal Stevens. Does Mackenzie know these guys? Are they friends of Mackenzie's? Is that why you're scared?
I don't know if they were friends of Mackenzie's.
Your old man's letting you hang out with two guys that you don't know?
I wasn't hanging out with them. I know.
You left with them? Got in the car with them? Where'd they take you when you left?
Told me over there down the road, and they pointed guns at me and told me that if I said it.
Down the road? What is down the road?
Over there towards Fort Lonesome by the graveyard.
They took you over there and dropped you off there. Who picked you up?
I walked back. They took my phone.
You have your phones here.
My mom's phone.
You have two phones here.
This is his phone.
That's his phone.
Because I took it.
How in the hell did you get his phone?
It was in the car.
God, Mona, do you realize the way you went?
It was in the car, and I took it.
But you were so scared of them, they pointed it, but you took their phone.
I took their phone.
And you didn't call anybody.
I tried to. The phone was dead.
You didn't call anybody to say, hey, these guys.
The phone's dead. It's been dead.
Mona, this happened Wednesday night. You didn't call anybody to say, hey, these guys held me at gunpoint. They killed my friend. They made me help them. They put this stuff in my hand. None of that happened after it happened.
This is my old man's phone.
That's not what I'm asking you. What I'm asking you is,
My old man's phone.
after this happened, you went home, you talked to your mom, you didn't come into this office, you didn't tell anybody, hey, these guys.
No, because I was scared.
Okay. What's the other guy's name? The guy with the mask.
Jamal.
And you know him so well that you knew it was him just by his voice.
Yes, because.
Now hold on. You didn't expect him to be there, you didn't know he was going to be there, but you know him so well by his voice that you know it was him. Or you went up there with him.
I didn't go up there with them.
Just real quick, I'm going to step out for a minute, and I'm going to check these two names to see if these people exist. And at that point, I'm to the point of being done.
Here it is,
This is the deal. Listen, look at me. I want you to look at me. I've worked too hard. Look at me. I've worked too hard on this for Flex, who I give a f*** about, who you don't, and I don't even know him.
Yes, I do care.
I'm not going to listen to you lie anymore. So I'm going to find out if these people exist, and I hope to God that they do. But I think what you need to do is, for once, somewhere in your intestines somewhere, find enough love that you claim you have, and stop f***ing around and be honest.
Very soon, the detective will come back and open the laptop that's been sitting on the table this whole time.
Uh-oh.
And he will make her watch what happened. Video showed how, when Alexis came back outside after Simona knocked on the door, he was attacked from behind as he screamed and ran through the yard. The fight moved inside, where they subdued Alexis and finally forced him and Juanita inside their bedroom, where the situation turned tragically fatal.
You say you're a victim. But every chance you get to tell the truth, you lie. You lie. And then when we prove you're lying, then you change the story and modify it a little bit more. Well, we ain't doing that anymore. We ain't modifying any more statements. We're not doing it. You're going to look at that camera, and you're going to let everybody know whether you care or not care.
I do care.
Okay,
I
well,
fear my life.
Okay, well, you know what would help you if you're in fear of your life? Would be getting them off the street. But you ain't helping with that either. You've given 5 different names for these people. And something tells me it was your boy that just drove by in that SUV when we were at the hotel with you.
They're watching me.
I'm sure he is. He came back to the hotel. He was at the store. He comes back to the hotel, and we're sitting in the parking lot with him. And he looks. He's like, oh. So he takes off.
I want you to watch it.
She doesn't care, dude. She doesn't care.
Watch it. Listen to it. Hold on. Begging. Watch it. Oh, you can't handle it now?
She doesn't care, dude. No, you don't.
Then who is it? Tell me who it is right now.
It's Jamal.
What?
It's Jamal.
Uh-oh.
Jamal and Jermaine?
Jermaine.
Jermaine what?
Steven.
And who else? And who else?
Oh my God.
Jermaine Stevens and who else?
Terrence Sharp.
Terrence Sharp doesn't exist.
I know it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
I know it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
She give you the real names?
Terrence.
I've always called you. Everybody always calls you Terrence.
Let me ask you this,
They
Mona.
don't never give you the real name.
Mona, let me ask you this. You got
You just missed him getting a couple drinks for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah, do that. I think before I say something, I want that to be shown.
Yeah, so he's got his Gatorade. He's got a Gatorade for somebody and a Dr. Pepper.
On his way out the door.
And then we'll just for the, you know what? I just want you to watch the last few moments of his life.
Damn.
Did he already grab the drinks?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's about to go out the door.
Long hair, camos. Well, he always wore camos, right?
Yeah.
He loved camos. And he loved his hair, too.
Yeah, I was braided it for him.
Did you? You braided his hair? But then you let someone just kill him and you don't care to tell the truth. No, you're not. Let me ask you this,
Right
Mother.
on.
I've always called.
Let me ask you this, Mother.
parents.
What's going to happen? What's going to happen when you're in jail for this and Wicked and all the brothers get out and they know that you're in jail for this and you're not helping and you're not giving out any information on who it was?
Oh, that's so low.
Think about that angle. Think about that angle, and this is your last opportunity, and I'm done. I just want you to know I'm done. Write down their names, and this is it.
Told you.
Write down their names.
Stevens,
Write down their names.
Terrence Sharp.
Write down their names, and this is it. As you watch. You can stop it. Here's your last chance. Write down those names, please. And we're going to end this interview.
Oh. She's in. Uh-oh, she broke.
This is your last opportunity.
It's over.
How do you spell Jamal?
How do you spell Jamal?
J-R. I don't know how to say
Is it Jermal or Jamal?
Jamal.
Jamal, I think.
J-A-M-A-L.
Jamal? That's what it sounds like to me.
J-A-M-A-L. Right? How do you spell Stevens? I'm
If
in
that's-
reaction
if that's how-
88.
if it-
Stevens?
S-T-E-V-E-N-S. That's right. Terrence. T-A-R-E-N-C-E. T-A-R-E-N-C. S-R-P.
I think we're done. I'm done listening to anymore.
Damn. She squealed. Jillian Squillian. Ooh. So I got another one for y'all, right? This one is a killer teen who has no idea that he confessed on camera. Let's go.
Good, man. What you up to? Hiding from the cops? What up?
Getting inside this car is 19-year-old Liam McAtasney, unaware that he is being recorded. Just days ago, Liam's best friend, Sarah Stern, mysteriously went missing, making Liam the last person to ever see her alive.
What's going on with her? Like, how's she been acting lately?
I wish I could tell you. In the past, she has tendency to have self-destructive behavior.
Liam believed that he had planned out the perfect homicide, covering up his tracks and evading authorities. But as the secret confession continues, it will hold answers to where Sarah is and what has happened to her.
Bro, this is a movie, bro.
Yeah, I got the FBI.
Good. What they question? A lot. About what? About killing Sarah. Sarah's whole deal was my thing. But you can't blame me for doing this, right?
It was a cold night on December 2nd, 2016, when police in Neptune City, New Jersey, received a 911 call. It wasn't as panicked as many of the ones they receive, but upon hearing it, they knew it was going to unfold into something that would change dozens of lives forever.
There's a car that's abandoned. It's off to the side of the road.
The abandoned car wasn't just sitting anywhere, it was along a bridge, and when officers looked inside the vehicle, they were met with something even more concerning. The keys were still dangling from the ignition.
Hello?
Oh, my bad, my bad.
There was nothing but a locked room and Sarah's dog, Buddy. 2016, when police in Neptune City, New Jersey, received a 911 call. It wasn't a—
Hello?
Damn.
Hi, are you Jamie?
My fault. Damn.
Hello?
That's not funny.
It was a cold night on December 2nd, 2016, when police in Neptune City, New Jersey, received a 911 call. It wasn't as panicked as many of the ones they receive, but upon hearing it, they knew it was going to unfold into something that would change dozens of lives forever.
There's a car that's abandoned. It's off to the side of the road.
The abandoned car wasn't just sitting anywhere, it was along a bridge, and when officers looked inside the vehicle, they were met with something even more concerning. The keys were still dangling from the ignition, and the car was in working order. Whoever abandoned it chose to do so, and the car's placement on a bridge painted a disheartening picture as to why. Desperate to find out if they needed to be searching the frigid river, police traced the car and determined that it was registered to a man named Michael Stern. Police raced to Michael's home, which he shared with his mother, as well as his 19-year-old daughter, Sarah.
Pronounce yourself real well.
That's in City Police! Hello?
Hello?
That's in City Police! Hello? Police Department!
That door's locked. That's not good.
But after a thorough search of the home, there was nothing but a locked room and Sarah's dog, Buddy, to be found. Unsettled, police managed to actually get in contact with Michael, who revealed he was in Florida and that 19-year-old Sarah was the one using the vehicle. They had to deliver the horrific news to Sarah's father, that they believe Sarah may have parked on the bridge and leapt into the icy water below. Police immediately began searching the water, risking the lives of dive and search teams as they combed through a raging river that was just 38 degrees Fahrenheit, cold enough to cause a loss of motor function within just 4 minutes. But ultimately, they were left with nothing. Sarah was nowhere to be found. They had no body, no note, and no answers. So they decided to go to the last person who saw her childhood best friend, Liam McAtassi.
Uh-oh.
Liam. You're Liam? You got a second? Can I come in and talk to you real quick?
Yeah, no problem, boss.
Is Sarah here by chance?
No.
When was the last time you talked to her?
I was with her today.
What time?
Before I went to work.
So it was earlier today?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had any kind of contact at all with her? Turn some light on if you don't mind.
I mean, we went to get food today.
You went to work at what time?
4:30.
Okay, so you haven't talked to her since 4:30? You have a cell phone you can reach out to her on?
I actually haven't been able to find my cell phone.
Liam and Sarah did indeed get food the night prior to her disappearance, which is at least one thing Liam is telling the truth about here. The two were captured on surveillance footage pulling through a Taco Bell in the mid-afternoon. Since dropping her off at her house, Liam claims he hasn't seen her and hasn't talked to her because conveniently, his cell phone is MIA.
Alright, so you haven't been able to tell you don't know where your cell phone is?
Nah.
Yeah, I don't think so. Alright, keep looking for your cell phone, man, because we're trying to find Sarah. What was her mindset last time you talked to her?
I just know she's been trying to get away. You tell me she's going to Canada.
Trying to get away, okay. Canada, she's been real depressed lately?
Her dad is crazy.
Okay, and then she's dealing with the loss of her mother. Her dad's in Florida right now, right?
Her dad, yeah. He's coming back today, I guess. I don't know what time it is.
Where's the grandma?
Grandma's actually sick.
Where's your grandma at right now? She's not at the house.
She's staying with some family member.
Liam is the best point of contact law enforcement have right now, because he and Sarah have a close bond spanning their entire lives. The two met when they were 6 years old, and throughout elementary school, middle school, and high school, the two forged a seemingly unbreakable friendship, one that was strengthened by hardships Sarah faced. In 2013, her freshman year of high school, Sarah lost her mother to cancer, leaving her and her father as the sole remaining members of their family. The loss was devastating for Sarah, and as police will eventually learn, it put forth a motive for her disappearance that they never saw coming.
Uh-oh.
So it was yesterday at maybe 2 o'clock. Yeah, between 1 and 2, we went to Taco Bell.
Let me ask you, did you have your phone on?
I did actually, yeah. It wasn't until I went to work that I realized I didn't have it on me. I've been friends with her since first grade, so we have a pretty good friendship.
What's going on? Just give me what's going on with her. Like, how's she been acting lately?
The
same? Different?
No.
Liam, you've known her since first grade, you said.
Yeah.
Has she been different than normal lately?
Well,
and for how long?
In the past, she has had a tendency to have self-destructive behavior.
Oh,
I actually know that.
How long ago?
Years ago.
And what was it that she would be self-destructive?
That sounds
It
like
was over
BS.
something her dad did. I'm not too sure because I think it was my freshman year, sophomore year of high school. I'm in my second year of college right now.
4 or 5 years ago.
But I remember being with my girlfriend. She was completely obsessed with my girlfriend. And something happened with her dad. My girlfriend had to leave to go take care of her because she was saying, if you don't come here right now, I'm gonna...
So she's made comments like that.
Yeah.
Liam implies that Sarah has struggled with her mental health, yet he was the only one to say that about Sarah. In fact, most people who knew her believed that she was in a great place mentally. She was a talented artist and lived by her favorite motto, practice reckless optimism.
We need your help finding her right now. There's a lot of things going on. Like I said to you before, we have a lot of resources out there, and we need to find her and make sure she's safe and okay. And this is why I'm really hammering this home to you, Liam. You're young. I want to make sure you get how important this is. This young girl is off the grid all of a sudden, and nobody knows why. And you were basically the last person that had any contact with her.
I completely understand that.
So we're trying to get a little time frame, more of a time frame.
Yeah. I just want to let you guys know that I'm intending on pursuing a career in law enforcement.
Yeah, we've talked about it. Stop smoking.
Yeah.
You trying to French this little law?
Liam goes on to claim that Sarah repeatedly stated she was going to move to Canada. When police ask if she's ever said anything explicitly about wanting to harm herself, he says no, but has a very convenient suggestion about what moving to Canada might have actually meant.
Honestly, this Canada thing could just be her telling me without telling me.
Armed with, frankly, not much more information, police continue to search for Sarah to no avail. Desperate for absolutely any leads, police bring Liam back in, not necessarily looking at him as a suspect just yet, but that's about to change.
How long have you known Sarah? First grade. Since first grade?
Yeah. I was actually homeschooled until 7th grade, but we went to CCD together in Bradley Beach.
Okay.
That's where I first met her.
And what's the extent of your relationship?
I would say we're pretty close friends.
Never or anything like that?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Do you know her ever to date anybody before?
No, actually. It's weird. She just seems really, immature. You know, she's not interested in that kind of stuff. She's more interested in playing video games or something like that. I don't know.
Does she talk about guys?
No. She actually gets grossed out. She doesn't. Most of her girlfriends have kind of left her over the years. After everything that she went through with her mom, she's continued to go through with her dad, and it's just been kind of like boys hanging out with her. And if we were to bring up anything about it, she's always grossed out.
When you say grossed out, what do you mean?
Like repulsed. Like, oh, don't say that. Oh, it's gross. Anything about it.
One of the most immature people we've ever covered is calling someone immature because she wasn't interested in intimacy. When she was surrounded by boys like him, can you really blame the girl? And if you enjoy killers like this, realize they're not winning an Oscar, subscribe and check out our Spotify, where we upload podcasts every week.
She went to Brookdale last semester, and she just didn't even sign up for classes. Not last semester. Yeah, last year she did a full year of school, and this year she hasn't even registered for classes.
You know why?
Canada, I guess. She's just been saying she needs to get away, go to Canada, get away from her dad.
Brock, I hear you.
Is she in Canada?
I couldn't tell you. I can honestly tell you that. I'm one of her closest friends, and I have no idea why she wouldn't tell me anything before she left. Like the last time I said goodbye to her, it was just like the other day. Like, see you later, I gotta go to work. Nothing. She didn't say anything. But that week, many of her relatives had been over the house, and I think her name was Michelle, or I don't know, started with an M, but I just remember hearing Sarah say, this might be the last time I see you, because I might be in Canada by the next time.
Yeah, right.
Something along those lines.
Who did she say that to?
It started with an M. It might be Michelle, it might be Michaela.
Who was that?
It's her Aunt Shirley's daughter.
Aunt Shirley's daughter?
Yeah, that's what I know.
What kind of things, aside from that incident, has she spoken to you about her dad?
I know that when her mom died, she had money that was supposed to go to her, and her dad took that from her. It's kind of been the big thing over the years that she's always said. The dad took money from her, dad took money from her. She definitely had some trust issues, because over the past few weeks, she's been just packaging things up in containers and moving them to other people's houses. I had spoken about going to Canada with her over the past few weeks, but that was just kind of for emotional support, I guess. I didn't think she would actually go through with it. But this whole Canada thing was just trying to escape the situation she was in, I guess. Her dad.
Hella sus.
There's a lot of people, a lot of police officers from the state police, to divers, to us, to the other detectives that you met over the weekend, trying to find Sarah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of resources involved here. I want you to make sure that I want to give you the opportunity, okay?
Yeah.
To be ahead of all this.
Mm-hmm.
If she provided you with information, if she told you something, if she told you that she was going somewhere, she told you that she was going to do something, you need to tell us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I completely understand.
I understand that you're very close friends with her, and she confided in you a lot. None of that matters now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because all of this, what we're doing is only going to escalate at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to think very hard, okay, about your conversation. Take as much time as you need.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think about your conversation that you had with Sarah on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to put yourself back in her house with her. I want you to think about what the things that she said to you. Okay?
Mm-hmm. One thing I want to talk to you guys about was if she did jump off the bridge, what are the odds that she's not somewhere all the way out in the ocean by now?
What?
And
did she tell you she was going to jump off the bridge?
No.
Well, how do you know?
If she had told me that she was going to jump off the bridge, there would have been no way that I could have gone to work that night. I went to work and I had one of the best nights of my life. I made a bunch of money. All my tables were good. I had a great time. It definitely, I would not have been able to do that if I knew something.
He has just slipped up even more than he can possibly
What the
realize,
hell is
because
he
at this point,
talking about?
police suspect that his asking if her body is all the way in the ocean by now isn't because he's concerned she's dead, but because he's concerned about her body being discovered, and evidence linking him to it. Little does he know, there's more evidence where that came from.
Uh-oh.
After going to Taco Bell, Liam and Sarah were caught on security footage going to a bank. At this point, police know intercourse and unrequited love likely weren't the motive for Sarah's potential murder. But money? Well, there's a secret about money that Liam has been harboring.
You haven't told us about the bank.
Yeah.
How come you haven't told us about the bank?
Well, I told him about the bank, but
did you go to the bank?
I was with her.
Okay.
It's the way back from Taco Bell.
What bank did you go to?
She's in Bradley Beach, called Carney.
Okay. And what did you do at the bank?
No idea. I didn't go in.
Stay in the car?
Yeah.
Why didn't you stop at the bank? What did she tell you she was stopping at the bank?
Something to do with her money. I don't know. She did found money in Avalon House a few months ago. And she has a lockbox full of money in there. I don't know. She was taking money out, putting money in there.
A lockbox full of money where?
In Carney Bank.
How do you know?
She's told me.
What did she tell you about that?
It's just that that's where her money is.
Whose money did she find?
She said that it must have belonged to her mother, which he thought was her mom left it for her, hid it in the house. So if her dad were to take her money, she would still have money left for her by her mom. That's
how much money?
I couldn't tell you. She never told me. She said it could be. She told me a range. She said it could be.
You just
from
lied.
20 grand to 100 grand. She wasn't sure.
Oh, you
She wasn't
just
sure how much money
lied.
she found?
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
It was
to you?
over the money.
Are you sure how much money you found?
Well, she told me the condition of the money was pretty bad. Like it was all stuck together. Well, it was old bills.
But
So
I
that
thought she
could have
didn't
been
tell you
a
about the
reason for
money,
not
though.
knowing.
You just lied.
You know, some of it was destroyed or in water temperature. Whatever could happen over the years.
She told you she didn't know how much it was.
Yeah.
Did you ever see it?
No. If I did see any money, it was in the case that was in the papers. I mean, the safe that was in the Chairman's house. There were some old dollars and coins, and I believe there was birth certificates and stuff.
Basically, you
But
telling
we
them
found out
that
recently.
you knew she had some money and
She,
you got her for
she
it.
had asked me to help her go through her attic, try to get some of her mom's stuff out. That's when we found that safe.
Did she give you any of the money?
Sarah's mother died in 2013, leaving her with an inheritance that she had told her friends about.
Dun,
Liam
dun,
believed that the
dun.
inheritance was somewhere around $100,000, which is a motive if I've ever heard one.
Yep.
However, he soon discovered that the inheritance he was willing to kill for wasn't all it was cracked up to be.
At any point were you in Sarah's backyard?
Yeah.
That day, what were you doing back there?
I actually left and went out the back way.
Why?
Her front door's broken.
What's wrong with the front door?
The deadlock actually doesn't lock, and they just always have problems with the front door. And now they don't even have a key, so I just went right out the back door.
Oh, easy access.
We went to the front door. There's no problem.
So I don't know. I thought there was a problem.
She called your number from her house line a couple times.
My cell phone number?
Why was she doing that? Why it would be during a time that you were there at the house?
While I was at the house? Well, what time would that be at? Because
in the afternoon or right around the time that you left to go to work? Did you tell her that you lost your phone?
I didn't even know that I lost my phone.
Well, when you went to work?
No, because there was no way I could have communicated with her.
Do you know her house number?
No. No idea.
Do you understand the importance of telling us everything and anything that Sarah shared with you on Friday and any time before that, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to tell you about my ex-girlfriend, stuff that would normally just be nothing. I just want to make sure you guys know everything.
Just when police are beginning to corner Liam for his lack of emotion, lying by omission, and the fact that his story isn't lining up, his mom and dad both come to save the day.
Your mom contacted an attorney on your behalf, and your dad contacted an attorney on your behalf.
There you
go. So there's now two attorneys that are expressing an interest to represent you. We're not going to talk to you any further today. We do appreciate you coming down.
Yeah.
If you hang tight here, I think your dad, maybe one of the attorneys, I don't know, would want to talk to you.
Oh.
So kind of just, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You don't have to, but we're done.
They got all they need.
Today, so we appreciate it. Okay?
Buddy.
All right, thanks. Thank you. No problem.
All right, thank you again.
It's just about 4:55. It'll be over right now. Okay. Thank you.
You're cooked, sir.
Liam's lawyered up at just the right time, and unfortunately, the search for Sarah's body was suspended after days of looking with no results. It seems like police are at a dead end, but fortunately, they're far from it, because quickly they bring in Liam's roommate, Preston Taylor, to see if he can corroborate Liam's timeline.
What time did Liam get back home? He wasn't back from work until like 11, 12. Between 11 and 12? Yeah. You got home? Okay. Do you remember what you were doing when he came home? That's his own judgment. That's when he came home. Yeah. Do you play Xbox for hours? Yeah. Okay. Does he normally get home that time, or?
I don't know. We're just moving into the place, so we're just getting used to him, like, in his work schedule and everything. Okay. At least, like, that's what we get.
Okay. And what makes you think between 11 and 12 versus 12 and 1 or 10 and 11? Like, how do you know, like, between 11 and 12 he came home?
It was definitely before midnight. I remember the clock saying, like, at least 11 o'clock, somewhere around 11.
Yeah. If I said, no, he got home at 9 o'clock, would you think that would be wrong? How about 10 o'clock? You think 10 o'clock is wrong also, or?
Not as wrong as 9.
So, you guys go to bed, and what happened from there?
Indeed.
Well, the next thing I know, 4 in the morning, the police came pounding on the door. And they asked him a couple of questions.
Wait, did you get up when you heard the door knock?
I didn't even hear it. He just came in, woke me up like 5 minutes after everyone left.
What do you say?
It was like, dude, the police were just here. It was like, about what? And just asking a bunch of questions about Sarah. So, then the next morning we got the news from his mom.
So you're fast asleep at this point?
Yeah.
And he comes into your room?
Yeah.
How does he wake you up?
He just opened the door and I woke up.
Okay. And you were looking at him like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So, what? I'm sleeping.
Liam goes to work and you're at home. You're playing Xbox or you're taking a nap or whatever you're doing. Does Liam come home at any point?
Yeah, there were 2 times he like ran home and sleep, like on his phone. He was trying to look for you.
Okay.
And then both times he was trying to get back.
So he came back home twice?
Yeah.
Both the first call? How long did he stay each time?
Not long, 2 minutes. It's like, alright, weird. That's work. Turned off.
Did he tell you where he thought he may have lost it? Did you go anywhere with him looking for the phone?
No. I looked like around the house, like in the driveway in the front yard. That was it.
The timeline doesn't match. Liam claims to have been home at 10, but his roommate Preston didn't get the memo, and surprisingly he too has a close connection to Sarah. The 3 were all close friends, and Preston even took Sarah to prom their junior year, which means you would think that Preston would be concerned about her disappearance. Instead, he seems mostly concerned about saving his own butt.
right? I'm sure you got a million questions about what happened. So I would imagine if there's any reasonable person, friend, whatever, family member, you probably ask million questions, right? What kind of things did you ask?
Once
Thanks for the jewels.
Investigation. Yeah, he got called in for another round of questioning. I asked him, like, they don't ask you for another round of questioning for no reason. Like, you gotta tell me, like, if you know something, like, you can trust me. And just have to doesn't know anything. Not for him. What did he tell you? So, police have been asking a lot of questions, but he really doesn't know anything. Okay.
What did he say about the police asking questions?
Not much.
Did he tell you the police are asking questions since we're trying to find Sarah?
Yeah. I mean, like, I understand.
He trying to be a good homeboy. He trying not to snitch.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're not. You guys are friends with Sarah. You guys speak to Sarah and hang out with Sarah. It's very difficult for us to find Sarah wherever she is without talking to the people that are closest to her. That's why you're here. That's why you talk to Liam. We all just want to find him. And the way we're going to find her is talking to her friends, talking to her family, talking to people that know her. Right? What did Liam tell you about his day that he spent there?
So nothing really seemed out of the ordinary.
What did he tell you they did?
Didn't really share any details. I didn't ask him.
Why would you ask him? Aren't you interested in knowing? I know you were at work, you worked with her. But it's just reasonable to think, like, dude, she's missing. What did you guys do? Where did you guys go? What did she say to you? It seems just like.
I was just asking if she, like, seemed to be, like, acting different at all. Okay. And said that it really wasn't anything about it. It seems suspicious.
How did you find out that he was with her?
He mentioned it later on. And,
what did he tell you?
that person sounded it.
He didn't tell you on Friday when
Hey y'all, this not hearing the damn audio is making me sick. So I'm finna like fast forward a little bit and we're gonna get to the end of the story, but I'm gonna play a whole nother one where the interrogation ain't so low.
A friend of Liam and Preston, Anthony Curry, steps forward and tells police a shocking piece of information. Just a week before Sarah's disappearance, Liam spoke to him about a film idea. The idea? A horror movie that involved a character named Sarah being strangled and then thrown off of a bridge by two men. Sound familiar? A few weeks after Sarah disappeared, Liam seemed to realize his mistake and began reaching out to Anthony, asking to meet in person. Unlike Liam and Preston, though, Anthony has a conscience. He went to the police, giving them the information, and they came to him with a proposition. Would he be willing to set up a secret camera in his car during his meeting with Liam? Bravely, Anthony agreed, and what unfolded was truly shocking.
Oh, he wore a wire?
What you want to?
Hide from the cops?
What happened?
Dude, you can't blame me for doing this, right? I gotta feel you up real quick, right?
You're good.
No disrespect.
I'll show you.
No disrespect, okay?
Nothing.
Yeah, I got the FBI. Dude.
What are they questioning?
Oh yeah, a lot.
About what?
About killing Sarah. They've been, they were up. First it was just normal police. They were on my... I had to go in and get interrogated by them multiple times, but then it kept moving up levels, and now it's a federal case. They've got the FBI.
So you've been laying low, I guess.
Oh yeah, and that's not even the worst part. The worst part of it is I thought I was walking out 50 grand, 100 grand in my pocket. She had one safe, and she took money out, and she only had 10 grand.
Wow.
And this money, I don't know if it was burnt or something. It's old money, terrible quality. I don't even know if I can put any of it in.
Right, because it'll probably look sketchy, right?
It looks sketchy, and it'll look like it's Sarah's money, especially if it's a federal investigation.
Right.
If they're looking for the guy who has old money.
Right, because it's probably like the old dollar bills and shit. It's not like the new shit, because the $100 bills are changed now.
Exactly. No, it's from the 80s, dude. It's old. And then...
What, she found in her house or something?
Huh?
She found in her house?
Yeah. Spent a lot of money. And I didn't even get a quarter of it.
Wow.
So you only got like, what, 7 grand?
Somewhere around there.
And you spent it all?
No, I haven't even tried to do anything with it because it's in such bad shape.
Yeah, you can't even use it.
Like, I need to play low and then maybe like take some shit up and see if I can put it in the bank.
So what, do you have it hidden?
Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you hide it?
Hey, look. First it was in my house for a long time, but then I stopped trusting Preston.
Did you end up like helping me?
Oh yeah.
Liam and Preston both walked away with just under $10,000, most of which couldn't be used due to the fact that they were damaged old bills, which means ultimately, for a few $1,000s, they killed a close friend who trusted them, who had her whole life ahead of her, and Liam chats about it like he's describing a movie where he's the lead star. Meanwhile, her dad later stated, "I was devastated and numb from shock the day I learned from detectives that Sarah was murdered. I've had horrific dreams and nightmares. The hard act of what happened to her, he haunts me every day. I will never be able to hug Sarah again."
Dude, tonight we just tried to rob a drug dealer together. We just drove down to,
was that what you were in South Jersey?
Yeah, we were down there. We were gonna steal this safe. And we get to the house, and he moved. He's not. We're gonna go back down tomorrow night and try again.
You know where he lives at?
Yeah, we found it tonight. There was just people there. There's a higher chance that there's not gonna be people there tomorrow night.
With that, bro.
Yeah, this
Don't
is.
do shit.
This
I mean,
is
you're already saying the cops are on it. So you
this is Preston's thing this time. Sarah's whole deal was my thing. But I had planned Sarah's situation for me to be interrogated by cops. Like, that was whole part of my plan, to make me look not guilty. Like,
what did you finish?
You didn't hear about it? It was all over the news.
Right, but I didn't know if you went through.
Yeah, and the worst part is, we threw her off the bridge, and the never showed up.
Bro, this is.
Wow.
Yeah, and dude, all right, so I'm hanging out with her. She has. We went to the bank. She took some money out, not all of her money. We're counting it out, and then
straight demon.
she goes to walk out the front door. I out, drag her. My biggest problem was the dog, and her dog laid there and watched as I her. Didn't do anything. Her dog. What kind of dog? Yeah, what kind of dog is that? It's like some.
Was it a big dog?
It looks like a beagle, but it's like the size of a Great Dane.
Jeez. Nobody was there?
No, nobody was there. Even her dad wasn't there. He was in Florida.
They having a casual conversation like this ain't the first time he done that. That's the other thing that's real disturbing.
Yeah, you said that he was.
Yeah. So I have to leave. I left my phone at Sarah's house. My phone was at Sarah's house. Like,
you left your phone?
Yeah, I lost it. I couldn't find it. I had to go to work. I had timed everything out so that.
Why you take your phone? You should have left it.
Dude.
What were you doing?
I couldn't find it, dude. It ended up being out in the driveway.
Oh, it must have dropped at you.
It must have dropped when I was crawling to get in the car. But I'll drag her into the back, put her in the bathroom, and then I had to go straight to work. So Preston came over, took the body, put it in the bushes. And then I was at work. I had a full night of work, except I left work a couple times, which looks sketchy. I look for my phone though, which is a reasonable thing to do.
Yeah, you gotta look for your phone. Yeah, you can't
which is kind of like me losing my phone is kind of a good thing, because the cops are like, oh, he's hanging out with her, he lost his phone, he's going back and forth between his house looking for it. And then I get off work that night, go straight over. Preston and I go over to her house, take her safe, bring that over to my house before we do anything. Then we take her by the bushes and drag it over to her back fence, and I crawl, get into her car, and I back up. There's a security camera across the street, so I had to act like her. I watched her every time she backed out. She does the same thing, so I backed out exactly like she did and drove off.
Put her in the trunk.
No, I put her in the passenger seat of her own car, and then Preston and I had these walkie-talkies to communicate with.
He's a dummy too, man. If you do a caper like that, the last thing you do is tell anybody. You're supposed to take that to your grave. He's an idiot. And so much for friends. Jeez Louise. I mean, he got the Geek Squad in his car. What the hell is going on? He got an HBO movie going on right now. This is Taxi Cab Confessions.
We're just using it again. So I was driving, and I had her buckled in the passenger seat.
So she looks like she's just sleeping.
She's just sitting up. And my plan was, for me, I underestimated my own strength and how much it weigh. Because
it's went weight.
Yeah. I got up on top of the bridge to throw her off. My plan was I was going to throw her off, run over, jump over the divider, and get into Preston's car. And I go up, open the door, unhook her, pull her out, start dragging her to throw her over, and then cars start coming up. I see headlights coming. I try to get her over, and I can't. And 3 cars go by.
Oh, man.
My shit, because that easily could have been a cop.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, the police station's right there.
Yeah. And then Preston comes over the bridge, goes around, makes a U-turn, comes up behind me. The two of us start over, and then we're out.
Ultimately, it was Liam who sealed his own fate with his egotistical admission. Immediately after reviewing the footage, police arrested Liam and Preston. Preston took a plea deal for helping dispose of Sarah's remains. At trial, he testified against Liam, securing himself just 18 years behind bars. Liam, however, let his ego get the best of him again. He refused to plead guilty and went to trial, testifying that he had nothing to do with Sarah's death. Ultimately, the jury saw through him. He was found guilty of felony murder, robbery, and hindering apprehension/evidence tampering. He was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison, plus an additional 10 years.
Dang, man. Y'all was looking in the face of pure evil. And he just seems like a regular dude. That seems like the regular dude that'll be like at the water cooler at the job, you know? The regular dude you'll talk crypto with, or, you know what I'm saying? The regular dude that likes, you know, GTA 5. Man, he is wild. Talk about I threw the chick off. And then he's talking to his homeboy like, that's just regular talk. How many essays or grapes or what? He done something. Good thing he won't be able to do nothing no more. Jeez Louise. Sheesh. Yeah, high functioning psychopath. Like, this dude seems like he was normal, like just normal. Nah, he got life. His other brother, his friends got 18 years because he probably tricked on him and got a better deal or something for like disposing of the body or something like that, because that's what he did, because he didn't actually take her out. Well, man, I usually just do 2 stories and out, man. Y'all want me to run another one, man? Hit me with some super chats. Hit me with some jewels or something, man, because I do got 2 more stories lined up. But this is the usual program. We go over 2 cases. I call it the gruesome twosome, and then was definitely gruesome. Actually, which one was more gruesome? If y'all been watching since the beginning, which one was more gruesome, story 1 or story 2? That's what I want to know. Which one was more gruesome, story 1 or story 2? All my mans looked out for me. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you, Bucko. My man's Johnny looked out. Welcome to the channel, sir. I do this every night amongst other things, you know. Oh, that's right. My man JP looked out. I appreciate you there, broski woski. You said I think number 2. Nikki in the place to be. Thank you for the star, honey. Yeah. I call it the gruesome twosome. You know what I'm saying? That's my usual program at night. Yeah, the two story. Yeah, he was diabolical. He was JP, thank you, brother. I appreciate you now. The boy was diabolical. He was just overtly, blatantly, non-apologetically evil. Like I'd like to know the villain origin story of that guy. I'd really like to know what he actually came up through, what he'd been through in his life, what pushed him to that point. That one. Crazy. All right, y'all looked out. I appreciate y'all. Oh, my man, JP, yeah. Oh, look, super chat. I ain't even see that. Thank you there. Thank you so much, Justin. My name Justin too. Yes, sir. Oh, look, y'all dropping it down for me. I appreciate y'all. Look, come on, let's get this other story going on, man. So, detective horrified after learning monster mom's deadly secret.
Okay. Look how broke it is. Somebody crushed her skull into her brain. The pattern of head injuries indicates They were produced by crushing type force as opposed to a direct blow or multiple blows.
It all started
Cowboy,
with
I
a
see
scene
it.
of unspeakable violence unleashed on a helpless 2-year-old Olivia Soto, who couldn't escape the cruelty of her parents and ultimately met a horrific end.
Kenny,
On
I see
November
it.
8th, 2018, Olivia's stepfather, Jordan Shreve,
Nova
called
Scotia in the
911
house.
after finding her unresponsive. Her parents asserted it was a tragic accident. However, soon after, each piece of evidence told a far darker story, compelling Eva to change her narrative.
Mama, he killed her, Mom. Mom, he killed her.
This tragic case would not only unmask the real culprit, but also unravel a 2-year-old's disturbing life before it ended in sheer brutality.
When you read the autopsy, even her tongue has bruising because she bit her tongue when this happened.
Dang.
I just want answers for her.
Olivia lived with her mother, Eva, and stepfather, Jordan, in Van Buren, Arkansas. To everyone, the family seemed ordinary, but behind closed doors, they hid dark secrets that would eventually unravel with time and lead them to an inescapable path.
Right off the
On
top,
November
huh,
8th,
Johnny?
when first responders arrived at the scene, they immediately rushed Olivia to the hospital. Despite their efforts to resuscitate her, she couldn't survive. Meanwhile, as the officers approached her mother, Eva claimed that Olivia accidentally fell from her crib. However, as the investigation unfolded, detectives found blood in multiple areas of the house, and the injuries Olivia sustained raised doubts about whether the incident was truly accidental. But to make an arrest, they needed to be certain about the couple's involvement. So, both Eva and Jordan were released after securing their statements. In the following days, detectives conducted a relentless investigation, consulting medical experts and comparing physical evidence against the explanations that had been provided. And the results were shocking. Following Olivia's death, the couple moved to Michigan, where Eva was pregnant with Jordan's child, Tripp. Detectives later sought her again after she and Jordan had relocated, building a case despite her prior felony record. Now, as detectives bring her in, they are prepared to corner her with the damning evidence that would alter the course of the interrogation.
Have you been seeing Jordan while you were up there? Have y'all been still together? Pretty much.
Kinda, yeah.
Thanks for the super
I
chat.
can't remember exactly when he got back, but I was under the impression that we were still good until he got there, really. And that's when I found out about all the other stuff. The thing is, I was planning on leaving and coming home to my leave. And my mom kept telling me just to come home. And I was trying to make enough money too, just come home.
Yeah.
I'm from Michigan and I don't claim her.
And I went to jail. And I want my son with my mom. So.
Okay. Well, is Jordan the father? Okay.
Who else would be the father? I'm not a cheater.
Uh-oh, lie detector determined that was a lie.
That's why I didn't tell you where I was at when I called. That's why I haven't talked to no one. Because I'm worried about my son.
Right.
And I want my son with my mom.
Okay.
My mom wants my son too. But we didn't. I was just going to come with my son. But I didn't know really how.
Okay.
But I'm afraid with this stuff now, because they're supposed to come and bail me out or whatever, and then.
So Jordan and them are coming down to bail you out? Is that what you're saying?
Supposed to.
So they'll probably bring your son with them, right? Okay. Have you talked to him lately? Did you talk to him today? When was the last time you talked to Jordan?
Yesterday.
Okay. Well, we'll just keep that between us, unless you won't leave. And when he gets down here with the baby, then you can just go with your mom, with the baby. That sound fair?
Are you going to take him away?
No.
Because I've done everything right. I haven't used, the whole time I was pregnant, I didn't use, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
But I just don't.
What's his name?
Trip. I just don't want to lose him. I've already lost him.
Yeah, I know you have, girl. Well, and this is the thing. And I'm gonna let you read the autopsy if you want to read it. Okay.
I want you to show me what you guys see because I don't understand.
Well, so
I put her to bed myself, and then I went to sleep. And then that morning, I thought she was asleep, so I just slept in. I didn't know she was gone.
if you didn't do it, who did?
Yeah, this is live.
I still believed it was an accident.
100% not. And we've had this conversation. Now I'm gonna let you read what the autopsy says, and it absolutely says, without a shadow of a doubt, it was an accident. Okay, absolutely, it says that. I'm just being blunt with you on that, and I'm gonna let you read it. I don't have no problem with that. And so I know either Jordan is gonna have to say something
To me?
Mm-hmm.
About?
Mm-hmm.
He said nothing like that to me.
Or either you know something. I mean, during the time period that they're saying that the baby, I mean, you and him were there.
What time?
It's like a 4 or 5 time period between like midnight and 4 or something like that, 5 maybe in the morning. Murder, wasn't he?
First degree, I
First
think.
degree. So he's looking 10 to 40 to life, where yours is probably, on each count, don't hold me to it, probably 6 year each, 1 to 6 years.
So it's going to be a high bond.
I honestly don't know.
I'm just asking because they're supposed to be the ones that hire me a lawyer and paying my bond. So
I got you. This is the deal. Why don't you look at me? Why don't you listen to me? Okay. There's no way that Jordan has done all this, and I just can't see that, and you not know something. Okay. Does that make you a bad person? No. Because I think at the time, you both. I know you and him both had a major pill problem.
I did.
I know. Absolutely, you did.
But I don't anymore. Just
I know you don't. I know. And I'm just telling you that you have fixed yourself, you have changed, but at the same time, we have to make what happened right. I mean, you agree with that.
Build up for the letdown.
I didn't do anything.
I didn't say. I'm not saying you did.
And if I'd have known you did, I would have told you. I don't know what kind of person that would make me not to tell you. And after he went to jail, I didn't see him. And every time I talked to him, he was sick and had to go lay down because he had other things to do. He didn't talk to me really. And whenever he came home, I was working at the store and I'd been taking care of a little old dude. Yeah. Constantly working.
Yeah.
Because I found out all the stuff and I had to throw myself into something else. I'm telling you, him and his mom don't talk to me about it, and whenever I do bring it up, it's shut down.
Eva portrays herself as a concerned mother, claiming that she has done everything right for her children. However, as the detective questions her about the horrific incident, her statement eventually contradicts her claim. She not only dodges the question, but her concern also shifts from her daughter's death to the charges against her and how she would secure bail. Despite the detective confronting her with autopsy results, Eva sticks to her narrative that the incident was accidental. Unbeknownst to her, detectives have uncovered incriminating evidence that appears to paint a different picture from what she has told them so far.
Looking back at that night, what was your condition? What were you? I mean, I know y'all been taking pills, and I know you were taking pills that next day.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That night, I slept most of the day, and I slept the night.
The day before?
Because I wasn't feeling good. And we went to the doctor, and then we got the prescription for, we got the prescription, and I got it was some kind of steroid, something that the doctor prescribed.
Yeah.
But I was asleep. I didn't even wake up to do anything, pills or anything, so that goes over my head. It's like a video that plays.
You're lying.
Yeah.
But then I went back to sleep. And then in the morning she was gone, but I didn't know. I thought she was still asleep, so I went back to sleep.
Well, he told us he checked for breathing and pulse, and there wasn't nothing.
And he told me when it all happened, and I kept trying to tell him that there was something really wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He put his hands on her chest like this, and told me to calm down because there was a pulse. And then whenever I picked her up, I laid her down on the couch on her back.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go figure out what happened. And then I turned on my heel and I realized that my shoulder was wet. So that made me turn back around. And he was on the phone with 911 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's whenever I seen on her lip.
Mm-hmm.
And then I screamed at him because I was further away from her than him to flip her over and hit her on the back because I thought maybe she was choking. And he flipped her over, but he was barely touching, patting her back.
What?
So, and that's when he hung up the phone
what are you talking
with
about, man?
the ambulance people so he could do what I told him to do. And then I pushed him out of the way and hit harder on the back to get the stuff for whatever out of her throat.
Oh, yeah.
And then
You're done.
he felt for a heartbeat again and told me there was a heartbeat. And I kept telling him there wasn't.
You're done.
And that's when I screamed for him to call 911 again, and he did. And then and then I was holding her. He told me he had to take those people home. I told him that he probably shouldn't.
Seth, good looking on
I
the
had to take
jewels.
these people home, and he left. I took Olivia back into the bedroom, laid her on the bed on her back, trying to figure out where she was, or definitely where she was. And that's when I looked at her little mouth, and that's whenever, when I was holding her while he was on the phone with 911 the second time, I took her back to the bedroom. But when I got a hold of 911, I talked to the lady for maybe 30 seconds, and then I seen the shoes in the door, and then that's when they came in.
Yeah.
But he did tell me she had a pulse twice. So.
How you gonna let somebody tell you about your baby? You are lying, ma'am. Straight lying.
I don't know. He says he thought she was going to go to the hospital.
Why did y'all go back to Michigan?
Because the lawyer said that was the best thing to do.
What did you think about it?
I didn't want to go because my family's here.
Mm-hmm.
But I was under the impression that was the best place for us to go. They paid him $100,000, so I thought he knew what he's talking about. And then when we came back, my main reason for coming back is because I did miss Olivia's funeral, and I still haven't seen her grave. But I was going to go that day and see her grave.
Victim.
But then Jordan got arrested, and the lawyer told us to get back to Michigan.
Now she's the victim.
And then I didn't come back at all because I was under the impression that I wasn't allowed to come back to Arkansas per the lawyer.
He's not your lawyer.
But he said that...
You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I don't know if any of this really happened. I'm just telling you what I was told. I was told, mind you, I'm really scared about Tripp, so I don't really like to bring his name up, but I was told with him. And I had insurance and everything in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
But at first it was, I couldn't come back and live with Jordan because I was pregnant with Tripp and I had Michigan Medicaid or whatever. And my doctor was in Michigan. I tried to argue the point that I could have got Medicaid like that in Arkansas. I've always had it there.
Mm-hmm.
But then it went to the lawyer. The lawyer said it's not a good idea because they could take Jordan.
He's got one concern, and that's Jordan. That's not you.
So my mom keeps it.
You know what I'm saying? And that lawyer knows. He knows the truth. Jordan knows the truth.
They told me the lawyer knows Jordan didn't do it.
So that leaves you. Did you do it?
So you know we didn't help.
Dun, dun, dun.
2 people in that room. You and Jordan.
Eva consistently shifts her narrative to suit her interests. Initially, she uses her illness as an excuse to feign forgetfulness. However, as she realizes that the detective is not convinced by her story, she suddenly recalls each detail precisely up to the moment she found Olivia unresponsive. Until this point, the detective has let Eva speak. However, he has had enough of her lies. Now, a new detective steps in to corner her with the disturbing evidence she has been trying to outrun. However, the revelations that are about to unfold will expose the sickening details behind Olivia's fate, a truth far more gruesome than anyone could have anticipated.
So, we're talking about the autopsy. I'm going to show it to you, okay? So, it's a big, long thing, and we can go through all of it, but usually and it explains, let me show you. So, it's Olivia Faith Soto, okay? And it shows that they ruled it a homicide, okay? Faint, fixed, purple-red lividity was present on the posterior body surfaces except in areas exposed to pressure. The scalp was covered by brown-black hair measuring up to 10 inches in maximum length. Injuries involving the scalp will be described below. The eye rods were brown and cornea were clear. The conjunctive and scleria showed no petechial hemorrhages or other significant changes. What does that mean? So petechia is like if she was like physically choked, you have blood vessels in your eye, and I've seen people that have had petechia in their chest, like if there's that Like the person that I saw had choked to death, and there was a whole lot of pressure there. Like if you're choking, like somebody's strangling somebody, a lot of times the blood vessels in their eyes will pop, and that's called petechia. Okay. External examination of the body revealed multiple fresh bruises. Many of these were concentrated on the face and neck. A very large contusion was present on the right side of the head. Subsequent internal examination of the head revealed widespread hemorrhage in the scalp and multiple comminuted skull fractures.
What?
There were corresponding subdural and subarachnoid hemorrhage, as well as injuries to the posterior part of the brain. Additional superficial blunt force injuries were present on the right upper chest, both knees, both elbows, and the right upper arm.
What?
Areas of soft tissue hemorrhage involved the right rib cage. An acute fracture of the right second rib was identified. Internal examination did not show evidence of old injury or life-threatening natural diseases.
What?
Now this is where you need to listen really good, all right? The pattern of head injuries indicate they were produced by crushing type force as opposed to a direct blow or multiple blows. The number and extent of fractures caused collapse of the cranium with direct crushing of the brain.
What?
This type of injury is extremely devastating and would have caused immediate loss of consciousness and death within a very short time.
What?
So based on these findings, it is most likely that the injuries observed at autopsy were due to at least 2 applications of force at different times.
What?
So what they think it happened is that this is also supported by the presence of drugs in her system. So they think that she was hurt, she was injured one time, and she was probably crying and upset, so the drugs were administered, and then that didn't make her stop, so the crushing of the brain happened next.
What?
So this is also supported by the presence of drugs in her system. These medications were likely administered in order to sedate her and treat pain after the initial injuries were sustained. Along with the number, distribution, and severity of the injuries, the evidence of multiple assaults is inconsistent with any reasonable accidental scenario, including a fall. So they're saying this didn't happen from a fall. There were at least 2 different incidents, and in between, there were narcotics given to her to try to make it go away. I'm a mama, all right? And I talked to you then. You know, there's like some cases in our career that we work, and they just stick with you because you want to know the answers, and this is one of those, okay? And I think I told you when I talked to you last time that, you know, a mom's job is to protect her baby. But I also know, as a mom, that we can get severely frustrated. And I'm telling you, I've got 2 kids. I've been there, okay? And I don't think I ever asked you then, and I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I feel like I owe this to you. Did you have any type of, like, postpartum depression or anything like that?
What?
With her? Yeah. None at all. Never had any type of depression or anything like that. I had those feelings, and Olivia, though, she never made me angry. She was my bestest friend. With Peyton, I didn't have a real relationship with her because I was in and out of jail. I went to prison, but with Olivia, she was my bestest friend. Somebody did that, your little girl. This is your baby. Do you see those bruises? Somebody crushed her skull into her brain. Somebody crushed her skull into her brain.
I wasn't there when I seen her.
Did you accidentally hurt her?
No.
When you read the autopsy, even her tongue has bruising because she bit her tongue when this happened. I just want answers for her.
But I gave her Tylenol myself.
But that's not the same.
Because Jordan told me she was throwing up. So I gave her Tylenol myself.
So when did Jordan tell you she was throwing up?
I don't know exactly what time it was, but I woke up.
What?
The day before, like 12:30, I think. And I was walking through the house to the garage just smoking a cigarette. And I looked up, and he had her in one arm, and some stuff in the other arm, and just told me she threw up.
What do you mean stuff? Like medicine or?
It looked like he just cleaned
like puke?
The throw up.
Okay.
I want to say it was a stuffed animal and some other stuff. But I didn't think anything of it. I was back in bed. And then we went to the doctor about 4 or 5 and she was asleep. So I gave Jim my phone and told him if he would, if she woke up, to call, and we demonstrate at home. We didn't even fill the prescriptions or nothing. We just came straight home. And when I got home, she was asleep. So I crawled back in bed.
Thanks for the jewels, Christy.
Again. Good night.
was holding her, and I put her in the bed with me to let her lay with me, and then I got up off the bed and I went to smoke a cigarette. And I sat out there for a minute, and by the time I came back in, he had already laid her back down because he said that she fell asleep. And then I went to bed. I don't think he would have let him. I would have told you if he did if I knew it. Well, either he did it or you did it. There's no way in the world I would hurt her. He was my
Thanks for the jewels, Downing.
She's beautiful.
Downing, Texas.
And she's innocent.
Magazine.
There's no reason this should have happened to her. I told you when I met you, there's no reason why. I'll tell you, I've had my doubts about you. I'll explain it, because in my mind, I can't imagine you staying with him.
These disturbing details not only tear apart Eva's facade of innocence, but also expose the immense pain Olivia endured before her tragic end. Although Eva begins fake crying to appear devastated, the detective cannot tolerate her deception any longer. The autopsy findings reveal that the injuries inflicted on Olivia were not the result of a recent incident, but the helpless child had been a victim of prolonged mistreatment. Despite Eva's unwillingness to reveal details, the detective's revelations make her realize that no secret remained buried forever.
Look at me. If you didn't accidentally kill her, then he absolutely killed her.
Straight like that.
This is just total opinion on my part. But I feel like somebody stepped on her head. And that's just my personal opinion. That is not anything in here. That is just from looking at it and seeing it, it looks like they stomped on her head. I would never asked if he killed her. At first it was because I knew he didn't. Everything about, but now I'm too scared to know his reaction with everything was wrong. I mean, we came to do a search warrant on the house and y'all go for a stroll around the neighborhood? That's weird. Because he had to get away from it. Yeah, call 911 and your baby's unresponsive and he leaves and goes and talks to his ex-wife or girlfriend or whatever she was. That's not normal. He said that was because me and Dan don't get along. She's right, we don't get along. He said he had to talk to her away from me. While your baby is unresponsive?
Wow.
I think there's more important things right then than talking to his ex-wife or girlfriend.
Wow.
That's because you guys were driving so fast you got pushed him off the road. He left you with an unresponsive baby at the house.
Oh, she
So that's because he had to drug you in the car. Pardon my French, but at that point, who gives a... Do you get what I'm saying?
Baby.
That is a baby. Look at her. That is a beautiful baby. A beautiful, perfectly innocent baby. Nobody cares about a drug dealer. He said it was because he thought she was alive and we didn't need that drama too. I asked him why he left too.
This dude must have got vibranium pain. Like she's head over heels for cuz.
He knew she wasn't alive. You realize somebody gave her and to try to get her to be quiet because she had already been hurt once. I'm going to show you what her skull looked like in the autopsy. Okay? Look how broken it is.
Take a look at what he did to your baby. You sorry trick.
It's not from a fall.
She's sorry as hell.
She killed my daughter, didn't he? If you didn't, he did.
He killed my daughter, didn't he?
I'd like for you to tell me everything that he's ever told you about this. Anything that you could remember, even if you think it's insignificant, about that time period that may be helpful. It may be the thing that we can put together. Do you get what I'm saying? Listen to me. You have a baby right now, right? 11 months old?
Okay, I'm finna make a prediction. I'm finna actually just make a prediction. I'm gonna say that the baby came from somebody else and he was stepdad, and she didn't mind him slight weight getting rid of the baby just to be with him, which is even more terrible.
Wait. You can talk to him now. I'm trying to get a hold of her. Okay. Got me. You have a baby that's with him right now. And I'm going to say this, and I hope, I guess the one thing that we can hope for is that he feels differently because that was actually his. Mom? Yes? Mom, what are you doing? Watching TV? Mom, Mom, I need you to come to Van Buren, please. Come to Van Buren? Mama, he killed her, Mom.
Yeah,
oh my God. I need you to come to Van Buren, please. Will they let me come up there? Mom, he killed her. Oh my God. Will they let me come up there?
Stop it. Crocodilian tears. The crocodilian tears.
Eva, let me talk to Sergeant Perry.
Those are the tears of a stone cold killer. She let that dude do that to her baby.
Your mom is on the way, okay? I'm gonna give you a minute, alright? There's Kleenex right there, alright?
Yeah, right. You're still going down.
I really believed he didn't do it.
Girl.
Eva's portrayal of a distraught mother doesn't line up with her actions,
Straight
and her
up.
claim of being unaware of the brutalities inflicted on Olivia seems incomprehensible. However, detectives are certain that she was aware of the mistreatment Jordan inflicted. The place that was meant to be a haven for Olivia tragically became the one where she endured unbearable pain and eventually lost her little life at the hands of her horrible parents. Despite attempting to disassociate herself from the unthinkable crime, Eva had already dug a deep hole for herself, one that only deepened with each revelation. Eva Millard was charged with committing violence against a minor resulting in death and endangering the welfare of a minor.
Okay.
During the trial, she testified against Jordan, stating, "I believe Jordan Shreve killed my daughter." In 2021, she was found guilty on both charges and sentenced to 20 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections.
That's it?
On the other hand, Jordan Shreve was initially charged with first and second-degree murder.
Okay.
However, after the trial, he was found not guilty and was ultimately acquitted on all charges, citing insufficient evidence to prove he inflicted the fatal injuries.
Oh, she should have got more time than that dude, her boyfriend. Oh my God. Oh, hell no. That's crazy though. Wow. Wowzer kabowzers. Big bowl of clam chowders. Jeez Louise. God, I can't even believe it, Steven. That's whack. That is super duper whack. She got 20 years and probably gonna get out for a good time early. Garbage. Straight trash. You know what, man? Do we gotta do another story, man? Do y'all got that was crazy. I got another one though. I got another one that's crazy. Like super magnuper duper crazy. It's the new one is what is it? Female don't know that her boyfriend is a serial killer. What? Come on, man. Let's do it, man. Let's get to it, man.
It's 7 p.m. on October 9th, 2022 in Silver Spring, Maryland. Building security cameras capture 26-year-old pregnant woman, Denise Middleton, and her boyfriend, 31-year-old Tory Damian Moore, heading up to his apartment. At first glance, everything looks normal. But little does Denise know, this is the last time she will ever be seen alive. For 2 long months, her family is left searching for answers. That is, until December 8th, when a fatal shooting at a nearby convenience store leads police straight to Tori's door, revealing a gruesome discovery.
There was a shooting, can you please go? It's like there's a dash in like store.
And he told me that he's gonna shoot him. He already told me that.
No one else was supposed to be.
Jesus Christ. I wonder if that was mom.
This one right here, I can go for the books. As in, famous.
Begins with the Silver Spring Police Department receiving a 911 call about a possible shooting on December 8th, 2022 at around 3 p.m. The incident happened at a Dash-In store located next to a gas station on New Hampshire Avenue.
Shooting! Montgomery County 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Hello, I think I'm at this, White Oak? There was a shooting, can you please go?
Okay, what's the address?
I have no idea, it's like by Dash-In, it's like there's a Dash-In like store in the Shell gas station.
Yeah, it looks like someone's already called it, so stay on the phone with me, okay? Did you see the person who shot the person, or did you see what happened?
He was, I couldn't see him. I was in the bus with him too.
Okay.
Officers arrive within minutes to find the scene inside just as horrific as the caller had described. A middle-aged man is lying unresponsive on the floor, shot multiple times.
2630 orange or blue jacket, put his record underneath. Oh yeah.
Hey, put back one. Hey guys, stretch him out. Yeah, pull him out, You know, somebody's supposed to be so stupid, I gotta go in my car like I'm saying. Okay. Hey, pull him straight. You anybody have extra pair of gloves?
Yeah, I only got small.
Yeah, I got small too. Alright. Is he responsive? Hey, take the mask off. Take the mask off. We need to start doing compressions.
Meanwhile, the other officers shift their focus on the suspect. They need all the information they can to create a complete picture of what happened in that store minutes earlier, and more importantly, identify, locate, and apprehend the killer before he can cause more harm.
On both sides.
Did you guys see anything?
There's a video right there.
Ready, yellow.
Okay.
Officers know that they are behind already, but with any luck, the suspect may not have gotten too far. And at this point, every second matters. Any delay, however minor, can give the suspect time to flee and hide. And as the officers press for information, the store manager's account begins to paint a grim picture of the suspect.
Because so many times, this guy cuts, they don't catch you. They do so much stupid stuff like this.
It's okay, if you guys can stick together, that's fine. Yeah. If you saw anything that could be helpful to us to try to catch the guy, I don't know, do you remember seeing much, or you do?
He's been constantly
Okay. During the day?
Yeah, so what he does is he comes, he stay outside and phone calls, and then he asks people's money. When they don't give it to him, he just, he's kind of a little bit aggressive most of the time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, last week maybe, it's a Wednesday?
Yeah.
Or I'll say Thursday, or Wednesday, one of the days.
Okay.
He was here, and he was doing like too much outside and inside, so I told this guy to leave.
Correct.
He don't want to leave. He didn't want to leave.
Okay.
So I called the cop, and they came, but when they arrived, he already left. But he told me that he's going to shoot me. He already told me that.
He did?
Yeah, he told me that he's going to shoot me. I'm going to kill you, I'm going to get you outside. That's what he told me.
Okay.
And he knows my car because he always stand outside, and I come in the morning when I park. He knows me.
Okay.
So we did a trespass this guy before.
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
And but he keeps coming.
The manager's account paints a picture of a man who is volatile, erratic, and consumed by anger. The trespassing complaint the store manager filed against him also gives officers their biggest lead yet, a name.
We think it might be the guy.
So, yeah, he's not sure. He has like 2 trespass notices. The other one is for Sean Henderson. And then the owner or the manager gave me this letter.
Luckily, the store also has an extensive surveillance system that captured everything as it unfolded. CCTV footage from inside the store shows suspect enter the building at 2:58 p.m., pick an iced tea from the refrigerators, and approach the counter to pay. But when the clerk tries to grab the iced tea, Tori refuses, leading to an argument breaking out between the two, which quickly turns physical. But then, Tori takes things to the extreme. He takes out his gun and pulls the trigger, shooting 61-year-old Wandamu multiple times in the chest. Wandamu was unconscious by the time help arrived. Unfortunately, any attempt to resuscitate him proves unsuccessful. Footage from his last visit on December 1st also backs the manager's claims about Tori. It shows him becoming hostile and throwing things around, before storming out of the store. But there was more. Just like before, the store's surveillance had captured the suspect in his vicious act, giving officers what they desperately needed: a face to the name. The killer is identified as 31-year-old Tori Damien Moore, officially kicking off the manhunt. But as investigators gather more details, they don't know yet that Wandamu was not Tori's first victim.
Right now we're doing everything. We have more officers coming in from other districts to try to find him. We have a helicopter up right now, okay?
Yeah, I understand that. The problem is, like, we called so many times, we were asking, for protection, because this place is a business place, and a lot of times, a lot of stealing happens. We called 100 times the cops, but they always come late because they have so many issues too.
Yes.
But last week when I called, they're supposed to call him because he don't drive, he walks.
Okay.
He walks that road there, so,
okay.
You can easily get him. And still, I don't think he went far away. Most of the time, he stays in Silver Spring downtown. Even when I'm driving, I look at so many times. So this guy, he don't drive, he just walks.
Okay.
In the meantime, the store manager provides more useful information on Tori and the events that unfolded.
How many times would you say you've seen him?
Every day.
Every day you see him?
Because every day he stays outside and he asks people for money. So there's a lot of footage for him staying outside.
Have you ever seen him wearing the clothes he was wearing today?
Yes.
Yes, same clothes. What about a week ago? Was he wearing the same clothes or different clothes? Do you remember?
I would say it's kind of the same, I would say.
Okay. All right.
Do you know his name, or do you know? I mean, not from the police or from the form, but from interactions with him. Did you know his name or know what his name was?
You just say he always say I'm the king, I'm the pharaoh. That's what he uses.
I'm the king.
Yeah, that's what he says so many times. He just he have a kind of some belief. I think he always doing some his hand like this. I don't know what he does, but he have like 4 things that he just doing like this. He keep doing it.
Like juggling.
It's kind of I don't know, like it's a square thing which has a dot. I don't know what's his name, but it's kind of a game, I think, that he usually always try to play in front of us. He curses us, he do so many things. And I know that because I live Silver Spring, so I see him in downtown.
See him downtown?
So you see him walking around?
Yeah, he walks around there, and most of the time you might see that guy at the place where...
So in life, how many times would you say you've seen him? Just approximately. 10, 20, 30, 50 times? How many times?
More than that, more than 50.
More than 50 times?
Yeah.
And that's because you see him downtown, walking
I
around.
see him downtown, I see him here outside, because most of the time he stay outside here, he has people money, and he is kind of aggressive when even asking for money. If they say no, the way he approaches aggressive.
Okay.
While this is going on, other officers comb through security footage from around the area to track Tori's movements after the murder. To their surprise, he lives just a short distance away. CCTV cameras captured him leaving the store on foot, walking calmly through a parking lot across the street, and enter the Enclave apartment complex located just a few hundred feet away from the crime scene. After confirming his identity through facial recognition and obtaining a warrant, a SWAT team acquires a no-knock warrant and breaks into his home 12 hours after the incident at around 3:30 a.m. But they don't know yet that they are moments away from making a disturbing discovery. Tori's apartment is completely trashed with dirt and grime covering every surface. But even that doesn't explain the nauseating stench filling the rooms. Officers walk around looking for the source of this smell, and what they discover is far more horrific than they could have imagined.
The cover of the smell.
Jesus Christ. Mike, you think a female? Yeah, it's a female. Wonder if that was mom. You don't want to go back there if you don't have to. It's pretty bad.
Tori's bedroom contains a human body. It's in an advanced stage of decomposition, making it difficult for officers to figure out who the victim is, though they do have a potential guess.
Switch with me. I'll show her.
I just want to. I'm not gonna.
It's pretty bad. Oh yeah, no, I know. Could this be mom? FYI, I'm hot, obviously, but could this be mom?
Yeah, I don't know.
No
one else was supposed to be in this apartment.
Oh shit, I didn't even see the camera.
Yeah, they was living with the body.
Officers would have to wait for lab results to identify the remains beyond the shadow of a doubt. With the limited information they have on his life at this point, this is the hypothesis that currently makes the most sense. However, the theory that these remains belong to his mother crumbles just a few minutes later when he makes a request.
Alright, Mr. Moore, let's go.
I'll load up my phone, then I'll text my mother and send her some money.
Where do you think it is, sir? Huh? The phone? Yeah, I saw the plug.
Okay, we'll make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not his mom.
Yeah, absolutely.
How bad is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's bad.
So no way to tell if it was.
Wow. It was a woman.
Right now, we may be able to see something.
I really thought that was mom. I was shocked when he's like, can I text mom? I guess I figured it was his mom.
Wow.
The leasing office said no one else was supposed to be in there.
I mean, would you see her? Would you two agree? I think it looks like a woman.
I believe so.
Yeah.
This discovery increases the number of Tori's victims to 2, instantly complicating a case which looked nearly solved when officers first barged into his apartment. What the officers don't know at this point is that there's a third victim right there with them in the apartment. A thorough search of the apartment also produces the gun he used to kill Wandamu, as well as a few other weapons, like a sword. Investigators also find empty shell casings in the apartment, hinting at what might have happened to the woman. Despite the disturbing discovery inside his apartment, investigators still know almost nothing about this second victim, who she is, how she ended up in his bedroom, why did he kill her, and most importantly, how long he had been living with her decomposing body just feet away from where he slept. So, on December 11th, 3 days after the shooting at the gas station, a detective sits down with Tori to find answers, but nothing can prepare him for the dark details that are about to come to light.
Hi, sir. How are you, sir? Sorry, I hold like it's paperwork. Just a moment. How you doing in here?
I don't know how to explain it, like, I feel like I'm having a deja vu, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm trying to figure out when the exact same cell I was in last time.
Are you by yourself?
Yeah. I'm like, yo, it's kind of crazy. The irony is, like, I'm like, for some reason, I feel like I'm in the exact same cell from last time.
In the days between his arrest and this interview, investigators were able to confirm the identity of his second victim. Inside the apartment, they discover a photo ID belonging to 26-year-old Denise Ginna, Tori's girlfriend, who had been missing since October of that year. An autopsy report also confirmed that she had been dead for nearly a month, which lines up with the timeline of when she went missing. However, this autopsy also revealed the most tragic part of this entire case. Denise was 8.5 months pregnant with Tori's child at the time of her death, which resulted in the unborn baby passing away as well. According to her family, Denise was extremely excited to become a mother. She had even picked the name Ezekiel for her baby months before she was due.
What?
But despite the seriousness of the situation, Tori starts off the interview unusually calm, almost unnervingly so.
Today's what,
Today's the 11th.
Nice time. Nice time. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to match, man. I'm trying to match.
Then he says something so outlandish, it leaves the detectives almost speechless.
Yeah, man, this one right here, I can go for the bus. As in, famous.
Why?
You said why?
Yeah.
I was worried. So, the thing was writing a book, honestly, I just didn't quite get my own words. I actually started one, and I think it's in my notes. But I plan on writing all the potential books. But personally, this right here, I feel like this is definitely, you know what I'm saying? A story for the books, you know what I'm saying?
You going to read it?
Yeah.
It's unclear whether he's delusional or genuinely believes his actions would make for an entertaining book one day. One thing that is clear, however, is his complete lack of remorse, which the detective uses to get him to open up.
So look, man, we had obviously a couple of days, and I told you last time we spoke that, I was going to test all this stuff. And we've done autopsy, I'm sure it doesn't surprise you. Denise was shot, right? Multiple times. Sad. This is one of the saddest cases I've had in I don't know. I'm sad for like so many people involved in this case, including you. It sounds like you had mental illness, she had mental illness, there's a lot going on, and then we have like a tragedy on all kinds of fronts. So we presented everything to the commissioner, and I'm having to sugarcoat it right now. You're being charged with homicide. And I'm sorry to bring you this news. You seem like such a good dude, man. And just like normally, like I tell you, when I deal with people in your spot that accuse of murder, I pretty much I don't say I hate him because I don't hate many people. There's only two. I had a dude that took a little boy out in the woods and murdered him. Like that guy. Bro.
Tori responds by trying to explain his actions at the gas station store. The goal for now is to make him tell the whole story in his own words. Once he's done, officers can point out his lies and back him into a corner.
I didn't feel that dude, I didn't y'all see that. Like, that's the second time I walked into a store around my home, and they assaulted me physically with a steel pipe. Is that right?
It's not right. It's not right. Back in terms of, so you see how there could be two victims of this story at the gas station, right? Yeah.
But this is on camera. Even the first scenario, right. I can't look back at it. Right. I stopped there. Only reason I stopped is because I was trying to think, do I want to get me a steal out? This dude, these Ethiopian dudes, I don't know what it is. They have a problem with me. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? They even at every store. It doesn't matter. The only one store I really don't have a problem with is the one downtown. The one right beside the plastic. He's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's where the little kiosk. You know what I'm saying? He's cool, man. I don't really have a problem with it. Everybody else has something. For some reason, I have a problem. Anybody else trying to personally hit me with no silver hole.
Tori is trying to twist what happened at the store as justifiable self-defense. It's hard to tell if he genuinely believes his own words, or if he thinks that just claiming self-defense will allow him to get away with everything. Regardless of his intentions, this gives the detective an angle of attack. They can feed into his self-defense narrative by presenting this interview as a way for Tori to tell his side of the story.
Think about this. This is what I was trying to tell you. It's like, look, this story could have been because you ended up taking an iced tea or whatever it was. This could be like this dude went in there, robbed the store, took an iced tea, shot the clerk. Like, you know,
it's all on camera. So
no, I'm saying like at the gas station, right? But you see how like there's way more to this story, right? You know, so there's you killed.
I ain't just going in.
Right, but at the end of the day, like a homicide is basically, you know, killing another person. Like, when a police officer shoots somebody, right? It's a homicide. It's ruled a homicide. Right. But every homicide may have an excuse behind it. Like an officer said, "Oh, dude pulled out a gun on me. Dude pulled out a knife on me," stuff like that. So you can't just be like, "All right, well, they killed him, so I guess it is what it is." So behind every one of those cases is way more of a story than this.
Here's the thing. Thanks to the clear CCTV footage, the gas station murder is as good as solved. The bigger priority is figuring out what happened to Denise. Before this interview, Tory had told the officers that he had found her dead in his apartment after he came back from a shopping trip. This is a bizarre excuse that makes little sense. So, the detective steers the conversation back toward Denise to extract the truth from him.
So we have enough, and I can tell you this, we did a lot with this lab, a lot of people were working like 24/7. So we tested the gun, we found some shell casings where she was. Some of them were missing, but we found 2 shell casings in the room where Denise was. So we compared those shell casings to the ones from the store, right? So we have DNA, it's the same DNA. We don't have DNA yet, that's what we're swabbing it. We're going to take it, and then I'm sure we're going to say, okay, the same DNA deposit was in the loading of shell casings, you put in the skins, in your skin cells. It's called touch DNA. Our technology for the last 3 years has just been amazing. Touch DNA.
I didn't go.
Well, all I'm telling you is that we have similar DNA. We don't have DNA. I wish I could say, hey, it's his DNA, but right now that's what we're getting DNA. Right, exactly. But at the end of the day, this is the story that's going to be presented. If let's say we get it as it is, from what he told me the last time, basically, everything was great. She came out from New York.
Yeah, this is all my phone. Like, so just to go from the beginning.
Yeah.
She was staying at 619 University Boulevard East, and of course it's like it's a house where a stay in any type of room that they have renovated things. You know what I'm saying? I've been invited over. I went to a house, but of course she snuck me in and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like one of the things like I saw how they was treating her, and being that I've been through homelessness with her. She wanted to lay in the apartment.
Tory begins his story by painting himself as the caring, concerned boyfriend who rescued Denise from an exploitative situation.
So after I realized I was doing that at 619 University Boulevard, I was taking all the money. You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much, like you can have your own place, and you work for me to get your money. But instead, these people are taking your money for a room and giving you medicine that you probably don't need. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, Denise, like, yo, like, you know what I'm saying? And not that they was trying to legally evict her. They told her she had to leave in 10 days, and
The two apparently had a rocky on-again, off-again relationship. Messages Tory sent to Denise's father show him calling her sick in the head, and that he feels like she's playing with his life.
I was at home. I came back from the bird to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could have came home with me, but after that, I guess she ended up getting into some type of program, and she was probably at housing.
Okay. So that was in I want to say May or June. I think they got the warrant on June. Right. So was she pregnant already at that time? Yeah, she had to be. So then, how did she end up from Norfolk, Virginia, in New York?
Okay, so I'm saying, right. So after she gets to the program, right, I'm very sick, dude. I'm very sick.
Likes up and subscribe.
Like barely eating. You know what I'm saying? I listen to certain music. This other shorty came to my house. I couldn't even, I don't know, I couldn't even get cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And she knows that I'm worried about this show, you know what I'm saying? So when she finally hit me up, it was a relief. Like, oh my God, where'd you live?
And was she like, I'm in New York?
Nah, she wasn't in New York. She was in a program, in a program in Virginia. Right, she already got housing. Right. So then she kept calling me every day. It was something about this and the third, and I don't know, she was something about other dudes, but pretty much, when somebody keep calling you and really somebody they want to be with you. So it was just kind of like shaking my soul a bit, like, yo, personally, I feel like, you want to come home, but you're nervous that I'm the only one that's really got it. Anybody else trying to get her home. Like her pops or sister, nobody else kids. So it's like, I said, my take it over, man.
After living in various places and visiting her mother in New York, she came to live with him in the weeks leading up to her death. The last time she was seen was on the apartment complex elevator with Tory. After confirming that she was with him on October 9th, the detective moves on to questioning him about what exactly happened that day.
So you come back October 8th, and that's when the whole story that you told me the other day happened when you guys are coming. She's complaining about some of you not using the bathroom, some using the bathroom, and then you have like a little thing downstairs that she gets pushed down.
So I said, we was coming from somewhere, and she had she wanted to use the bathroom, and I know we like to in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like the bathroom in the house. Right. So I'm like, why, she wanted to argue, but I stopped anyway. But then once I stopped, she didn't go to the bathroom. So what was the point of stopping? You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to go to the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, you're just wasting my time in the cold. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, get around late, and it's like, when somebody bothers me, but they acting like you're doing something, but you're not doing nothing, so I'm like, oh, stop. Making it sense. Like, I'm not bothering you. Right. I'm not just trying to get in the house. You know what I'm saying? I got my tea or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she got some books or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm just trying to get in the house. So at this point, it's like, it's as if she's trying to cause a scene to, you know what I'm saying? Like, let everybody see. Right. So it's like, for me, it's like, yo, she already stopped with me. I'll push her and stuff like that. I'm not boxing her. I'll push her. Right. And she fell over to the ground. Like, she's slicing it. Like, I didn't push you that hard. You see how much bigger she is to me? Right. Really, I didn't push you that hard.
Tory is trying his best to downplay his actions while describing the altercation he had with her on October 9th. But for now, detectives allow him to go on as he begins to form a false sense of confidence that he can get out of whatever he did to Denise.
So it's like, now I'm trying to help you up. Come on, get up something. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you're just trying to make me look like I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So then it's like we get in the house. I already threw up, you know what I'm saying, somewhere outside on the bus or something. You know what I'm saying? It's obvious, all evident all over my shoes. You know what I'm saying? So then I get in the house and we still like fighting and wrestling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I ended up throwing up again. You know, that was on the side where she was at, but she was still living. You know what I'm saying? It was still like going through it then. You know what I'm saying? When I left her, she was still living. You feel me?
Him admitting to pushing his 8.5-month pregnant girlfriend is horrible, but the detective knows that this is not the complete truth. So, once he's back at the excuse of, she was alive when I left her, the detective goes back to the strategy he used earlier, showing concern about Tori to make him open up.
So that's where I know that, like, that part of the story, I mean, that's where I think it's the most important part of the story. And I understand why you may not want to tell us. But because I think you have to admit it to yourself and it's a tough thing to do. But like I told you the first time I met you, you seem just like a good dude. You seem spiritual. And at the end of the day, people are going to look at the story and they're going to think, like, I'm just trying to be as objective as I can. People are going to think you did it. And they're going to be like, was he remorseful about that? Because just like with this thing at the store, there was an explanation. They're whacking you with a pole, right? Like you said, there's only so much you can take. You're not an animal. You come in there trying to get a nice steak, they're whacking you with a pole. But this is a store policy. What the heck's going on, right? So you see how you could go from, oh, they just robbed us so far, they shot a club, to, oh man, there's a lot more to the story. Just like that, with her, I think there's so much to this story. I don't think people are going to think otherwise that you didn't shoot her. But I think something had to have happened. And I truly believe that on the bottom of my heart that something happened between her. Like you said, there was a big ass sword and stuff. I don't know if something happened, but no doubt in my mind with the evidence that we have right now, people gonna know that you did. I mean, you already been charged, so it's just a question of is he remorseful, and B, is there more to the story? Because she's not there to say, hey, I don't know whatever, don't. Because it sounds like each time, even with this one, the whole Norfolk thing, I heard she's trying to get the charges off because she loved you. And I bet you if things were otherwise, she'd probably say, hey, you know, yeah, let's say she survived, let's say you shot her and she survived, she would have been like, it's okay, like I attacked him, whatever. But she's not here to tell us the side of the story. You only here, and we're just trying to appeal to the bottom, to you as a good person.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would have want her to die. She not shot her, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think it's meant for any of this to happen. I think, whatever the case may be with you, I really truly think, if you push, you will react, and then maybe 10 seconds later, you're like, damn, shouldn't have happened. Maybe you panic. I don't know, but I'm telling you, this
That's exactly what he told us when we met the first time. Just like he said, you're a good guy. You're a calm guy. You treat people with respect, and people treat you with respect. You told us that the other day. And in this situation, what happened at the store? The guy's now takes the pole, he whacked him. You went back, he does it again. It's like
the first time was the main. So personally, I felt like he saw him good. I feel like you know what I'm saying.
That's exactly it. So I understand why you did what you did. It makes complete sense because he's disrespecting you, he's treating you like an animal, and you don't deserve it.
When this doesn't work, the detectives change their strategy once again and try to appeal to his humanity, reminding him of his relationship and the son he lost.
You can see that I was trying to be good about the situation. But in this, I took my advice from you. Don't want to get my advice.
But with Denise, okay, it's almost the same thing. You love her unconditionally. She's pregnant with your baby, for God's sake.
Baby.
Let's assume it's your baby, because you guys are together. So whether you're the biological father or not the biological father, when that baby's born, you're the father. So it takes more to be a father than just the sperm touching an egg, right? And you're a good guy where you're willing to take that responsibility and stand up and be the father for that child, so that child you can mold the boy to be your running buddy. You know, because that's what every guy wants, is a boy to be a running buddy. Because the baby was going to be a boy.
I know.
Okay, let me finish. And when you're in Virginia with her, what does she do? You know, you're taking her on vacation in Virginia to show her places, because that's what good people do for their women. And then, like that, she turns on you for whatever reason, and is like, let's go home. And then you have the altercation, and things happen, and then the police get involved, and I understand why you left. Okay? You go to New York, same thing. You're trying to show her a good time, trying to show her the better things in life, because for whatever reason, until meeting you, she wasn't experiencing that. We spoke to her family, and her family was like, you know, you've been mistreated by people, not you, but by like house boyfriends. And her father told me that she kept telling him, okay, I don't know if you met her dad, but she kept telling him how much she loved you, okay?
But the answers won't come that easily. Despite his earlier willingness to talk and convey his narrative, Tori is starting to shut down. And all the detectives can do at this point is keep pushing.
So the point is, you get back to Silver Springs, and then the cycle starts again, where she's turning on you, and then the argument becomes physical, and you guys start fighting and whatnot. What happened upstairs in the apartment is a tragedy. And it takes a big person to be able to accept responsibility. Because when you threw up at my office, and you told me why you threw up at Oakleaf, we were tired. But after reviewing everything and listening to the interview, I know why you threw up. I know why you got sick, okay? You're not a monster. Because you got monsters, and you got people that made mistakes. And you're a person that made a mistake, okay? And the bottom line, I'm going to say it flat out, you shot her.
And when you shot her, that made you sick to your stomach.
No, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. I already do. I promise. You know what I mean? I didn't shoot her. Like, we was fighting, and I told her, like, she already saw me getting sick. You know what I'm saying? I got sick on the bus, or before we got on the bus. I threw up on my slippers or whatever I was wearing.
No matter when you throw up.
I threw up more than once. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, no matter what I'm trying to tell you, no matter when you throw up, it doesn't matter. Okay,
she was still alive when I threw up.
Okay, she may have still been alive when you throw up. Okay, that doesn't matter.
She wasn't shot. Is what I'm saying to you. Like, she wasn't shot.
She was shot.
When I threw up, she wasn't shot.
She was shot by you.
This pressure continues from the other detective, who reminds him of the proof they already have against him. This harsh reminder should prevent him from dragging on the story or telling any obvious lies.
So what I'm saying is, do we need your explanation? No. It's good that we have it. In your case, with Denise, again, do we have enough? Yes. Do we have enough to compare to you? Absolutely.
So I want to see that she got like restraining orders. She had reported her house being. Like, imagine this, right? So imagine I'm dealing with Denise, right? But the whole time I'm dealing with her, I'm asking her questions like, Denise, what's going on? Like, and you acting weird. So like maybe I'll be like this. Like I bet ask her this. Like, is anybody following you? Like, are you running from somebody and you just don't want to tell me, or what's going on?
Mr. Moore, just listen. Just walk with me for 1 second, because this is how it's going to be presented about you. Again, this is how it's going to look. Alright, Mr. Moore said they came back, they had this fight, he pushes her down, they go upstairs, there's more fighting, he throw out. There's weapons there, but
no weapons was used in this point.
Right, but like there's this thing, they're gonna say, Mr. Moore says he leaves for 1 hour, he comes back. She was shot multiple times. Like the medical examiner's gonna testify, there's no way you would have not known that she was shot.
I said that, I assumed that she was shot.
Let's say, I'll tell you that. They're gonna say, so the person that was just involved in the fight that claims that he left, because that shortly after she shot, the shell casings on the scene that had his DNA on it, they're gonna be like.
This appears to work, at least for a moment. But instead of coming clean, Tori offers one more bizarre explanation as a final Hail Mary.
So are you telling me the cell cases got my DNA, or you saying that?
Well, what I'm saying is I'm predicting that. Right. Because I know you shot the clerk, right? And I know the DNA on those shell casings is the DNA on the shell casings next to the news. I know it's the same person. We don't have your DNA yet. So all we gotta do is get your DNA. I just already know it's the same person. So my next
it's the same gun, more likely, because I found the gun on my bed when I got home.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody obviously either left it there so they didn't want to have it, or they was trying to frame it. We being recorded.
What's that?
Are we being recorded?
Are you here?
We being recorded?
Yeah. We have to.
No, it's all right. That's all right. I just want to be sure.
No, it's not going to lie to you. It's a new law. We have it. We can call murders and homicides. We have it. Okay. So we can't say, all right, well, I'm saying he said that, and you're going to say that. Right. So we're just trying to be fair to you. But I don't want to lie to you anymore.
Yeah, so, with that being said, man, I don't want to sit here, and I don't like the people sob stories like shit on me, man. You know what I'm saying? And I personally, I love it. I'm trying to hold together as a man. At this point, I think I should wait for a lawyer to tell me what I should do, you know?
There's nothing the detectives could do if he asks for a lawyer and stops speaking, which seems more likely than ever at this point. His going silent will make the investigation more difficult and time-consuming. Fortunately, the detective is able to interject at the last second and change his mind.
Well, I'm not going to let you tell your story. This is your opportunity to tell the story. Because I'm telling you, you're going to talk to a lawyer, and the lawyer's going to say, Mr. Moore, don't you dare talk to the cops. And I'm being honest with you. It sounds like you're asking for a lawyer. But the bottom line is, a lawyer's not going to let you tell your story. And when you go to trial, you're going to sit at a table, and 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to tell your story there. And so your story is going to be some wacky story about you leaving, getting a joint, and coming back, and there's a gun on your bed. And you and I know that's bullshit. Okay? Because it's bullshit. And I'm being real with you. Okay? And just like Dimitri said, you're in that apartment, something happened, she triggered you, and just like I was telling you, it started in Virginia, you're treating her like a queen, you take her to New York, you're treating her like a queen, your building's beautiful. She's on the 8th floor, I look outside your balcony and the view that you have there, beautiful, and she's not appreciating you and all the sacrifices that you're doing for her and the baby that's going to come. And something snapped, she did something, and unfortunately, you shot her. And you can tell us that you don't want to talk to us, and we'll just get up and we'll leave, okay? But this is your opportunity to give the story, because people are going to think that you're heartless, and I don't think you are.
So far, he's tried everything he could think of, from continuing to deny everything, and to bringing up excuses that, in some cases, don't even make any sense. But after nearly an hour of trying every strategy the detectives could think of, Tori finally cracks.
Is this off the record? Can we go off the record?
We can go off the record.
How do we go off the record?
Just say it's off the record, it's off the record. He's not going to take any notes.
Off the record, off the record?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like,
I don't know, it's like we're not news reporters. What do you mean? Like, you're going to tell us something? Like, what do you mean off the record? What do you want?
I'm saying, like, can I talk to you off the record?
Yeah, he turned the recorder off the iPad.
I'll turn it on. Recorder off.
After confirming that the recorder on the iPad is off, Tori begins telling his version of the events that led up to Denise's death.
See how it's recording right now? It's not voice. You see it? Oh.
So I'm sure y'all know this. It was other weapons involved. It wasn't a beard. It was a sword and some type of big ass stick. Okay. So while me and Denise was fighting, right, I picked up a sword. You good? Because she had the stick. You understand? Okay. But I knew I didn't want to stab her with that. I knew I knew she was pregnant. I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to stab her with the sword. All right. So I pulled the sword back. And she picked it up. All right. Okay. Before that procedure occurred, she might happen to slip up and say, "What was going on?" You understand what I'm saying? She might happen to slip up and say that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We still made it to my room. You know what I'm saying? And after I put the sword down, I smiled because it was a relief to me. Like, I was hoping that this could be the end of it. Like, like, you know, like let's let this be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to take this any further than it already has gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I realized I threw my sword away. All right. You see my sword. I threw that away. I threw it over there to, like, by the window, by that little TV set. She picked it up. And she had already had that stick or whatever that thing is in her hand. You know what I'm saying?
So essentially, you give up the social chance of it. So did she try to stab you with it? Or did she actually stab you? You have any marks on you?
But that's why you had to shoot her, because she had a sword.
Is that what you're telling us without telling us?
This was what the detectives were waiting for. Torrey has just confessed to killing his own pregnant girlfriend with this one gesture. Nothing he says or does after this point can overrule that fact. But the detectives still need to extract as much information as they can to strengthen their case against him.
How many times did you shoot her?
Huh?
How many times did you shoot her?
Did I say something?
Yeah.
I did. What did I say?
Wait, how many times did you shoot her?
So I didn't say I shot her. I didn't ever say I shot her. You know, I said that he was wrestling on the bed, and she had weapons that I was trying to beat her up, and I had a sword. So at this point, I stepped down off the bed. You hear me?
He's under the delusion that his physical nod doesn't count, and that unless he says the words out loud, it isn't real. It's a fatal miscalculation. He's provided the missing piece of the puzzle, and at this stage, there is no verbal loophole or retracted statement that can undo the admission. A later digital forensic effort also discovered incriminating Google searches from Torrey, such as, how long does it take for a dead body to smell? And how to move a dead body without being seen? He first stood trial in May 2024 for the murder of Ayalu Wandamu. Then, in November 2024, he stood trial a second time for the death of Denise Middleton and her unborn child. Torrey was found guilty on all charges and was sentenced to 3 consecutive life sentences, plus 80 years in prison, with the 80 years ordered to run concurrently. It's 7 p.m.
Damn. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I thought the friend who threw his friend off the bridge couldn't get no worse, but that seems like that was worse than worser. That is crazy. Well, man, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Everybody that's new here, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm a moja, folger, and scold you about being on code. You know, I got 4 words for you. That is love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha for Shoha. Yeah.